The Cerulean Empire has stood as a beacon of hope for humankind and their allies, at least for almost 6 centuries. In that time it has grown, been involved in major wars and shrunk again, influencing the lives of all across the Azure Sea. Most of its citizens live their lives in relative peace, unaware of the thin walls that the Empire provides, protecting them from the dangers of a cruel and capricious world. The scales of life have recently tipped towards chaos once more, the order of the Empire being tested and strained. Attacks by sea devils have troubled the Empire's many coastal towns, rumours of dark cults, both old and new, persist, and the great Kraken Slarkrethel has been seen again for the first time in decades. It's Moon Day, the 4th of Harvester, and the cities of the Cerulean Empire are in a state of panic. A new force known as the Black Armada has recently attacked the major towns of Kemoth, Amber Cove and Seaton. Their alliance with the Sahuagin Empire was set to launch an assault on the independent coastal towns such as Saltmarsh. Unfortunately, a group of experienced and valorous adventurers sent out to survey the Sahuagin stronghold ahead of the attack did not return. The consequences of their failure are yet to be seen, though they will undoubtedly be harsh and terrible. Still, news of this dark turn of events will take a while to reach the fringes of the Empire, and so we find a different set of adventurers, unaware of the forces at move, as they travel along Seaton Way, some 100 miles north of Faybend, in the early summer morning air. Our story begins with 2 figures walking along the stone-laid road heading north. Their lithe forms and light steps mark them out as a pair of elves, an unusual sight in this part of the Empire to be certain. One is male and one is female, but while sharing the Antarian heritage, they couldn't be more different. And with that, Deandra, could you please describe your character?
I can. Deandra has eyes of iridescent blue, similar to the waters of Lemurthas, the ancient hometown of the Algrak, with streaks of blue and teal in her hair and tattoos that are not only devoted to her people and their clan, but they also tell stories of her journey as a psychopomp. She has big earrings, she has a very prominent necklace, she wears a black cape, that once she pulls her hood up conceals all of her body and her face becomes a faceless void. She's quite daunting to look at until you see her face and she takes her cape off. It's not somebody that you'd approach to ask for directions.
Thank you. And walking along next to Deandra, her companion for the last couple of days, is another character. Val, could you please describe your character?
Yes, Val is a tall, lithe figure, dressed very somberly in blacks and greys, with his hood up. He has a large bow slung over his right shoulder and a thin sword, and he steps lightly. His eyes are darting around. Doesn't speak much at all. It's very quiet, but is aware of his surroundings as he prowls along the path.
Both of you are heading north along the paved road of Seaton Way, and you have been travelling for a couple of days, passing merchant convoys. The road has been well patrolled by guards of the Cerulean army in their blue jackets. And you're both heading north towards a place called St. Cardora's Convent. And on this sunny morning, you eventually arrive at your destination. St. Cardora's convent is a sad sight. It's a cold stone building that looks more like a military outpost than a library. It has only a few barred windows and a single sturdy reinforced door at the top of crumbling stone stairs. A middle-aged human acolyte is tending to a vegetable garden nearby. And when she sees you, she approaches carefully and bluntly asks, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Well, I was hoping to speak to a scholar that seems to reside here. Mirren, please.
She takes a moment, her eyes narrow slightly, her brow becomes furrowed. You should speak with Keyleth. Wait here a moment. And she turns and lifts her basket of vegetables up off the ground and goes up to the door of the convent and goes inside. After a few moments, a female dwarf steps out through the doorway. She's wearing robes of deep blue with golden trim. The first thing you notice is that she's smaller and slighter than most dwarves. She's wearing big, thick spectacles that have the effect of magnifying her eyes. And she also only has one leg, and she's hobbling out on a pair of wooden crutches.
Good day.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm actually here to speak to Mirren, please.
We both are.
She looks first at you, Dandra, and then at you, Vart. Oh, you've come about the posters, have you? And with that, we will zoom out up into the sky above the convent, zoom north along the road several hundred yards, where we see two other figures, these two heading south. And whilst Diandra and Val at least shared some similarities, both being of elven heritage, the other two figures walking south towards the convent couldn't be more different, either in appearance or demeanour. Raphael, can you describe your character, please?
Raphael is a slight, petite lady, about 5.5 foot. From appearances, she looks human, probably in her mid to late 20s. And she wears silver painted leather armor that overlaps, and she walks with a skip in her step and a beatific look on her face and a appearance of inner calm.
And striding along the road next to Raphael is a much larger figure. Drago, could you describe your character?
Yes, very large, tall, girthy man, orc. Very handsome for a half-orc. It'd take a second glance till you notice the fangs between them. He was actually a half-orc, very handsome. Has the demeanor of darkness about him, though for a warrior of such stature, you will get the general impression that he's constantly aware of his surroundings, as though he's hunted by something very, very evil.
Okay. Two very different characters, but you've been travelling together for the past 2 days, ever since you met under the eaves of Foxwood. And you two are also, at least Raphael is, and Drago agreed to accompany her, travelling down to St. Cadora's convent. Can Drago and Raphael make perception checks for me, please?
I'm sure.
Best perception check.
First eye rolls of the new party.
Hey, 1. This is a roll. You can only roll this.
I'm going to roll it, but I'm sure I've got something that gives me proficiency in perception. I'll check.
Okay, Drago. You can see the convent standing like a military outpost on a low hill up in the distance, a few hundred yards away. But something else catches your eye. Pinned to a nearby tree is a poster which is beginning to become damp in the sudden rainfall that has apparently just started.
Posters.
Stroll over. Brave adventurers wanted to save my sister from sinister death. Enormous reward guaranteed. Contract Keyleth Gallant at St. Cordoria's Convent. For more information, experienced adventures only.
Where have you been hiding that voice?
Why?
Sounding quite excited by that.
Well,
Very good. Very good.
Later, fast forward 5 hours.
There's going to be some cosplay going on later. Okay, so yeah, you see this poster. It's nailed to a tree along at the side of the road. It's obviously been positioned to catch the eye of people passing along the road.
What do you have there, Master Worf?
What do you think to this?
Well, we're heading to the convent anyway. Can I say, you're looking particularly powerful today. And she smiles beatifically up at you.
Just giggle.
You look at the poster and then you point out the convent on the low hill and make your way along to it. And as you approach through the gate at the edge of the vegetable gardens leading up to the main building of the convent, you see a young red-haired dwarf woman standing on the steps talking down to two other figures who are friends Val and Diandra.
Look up to the bottom of the
You've
I'm
come
quite
to
quiet.
see my sister, have you? Have you seen the posters?
posters? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
No.
You haven't seen the posters. Well, why are you here then?
Mirren.
She looks up over your shoulder at this point, Val, as there's a low growl behind you, and the sun seems to go in for a second as something shadows you both. You turn around, it's a huge form of a half-orc accompanied by a young human woman.
Whip round, a whirl of cloak, a hand on my sword. Who is this?
I am Raphael, and I lay my hand on Drago's forearm, and this is Master Worf.
Comes to a standstill, planting his heavy feet in the rain-soaked streets.
We've got a Mexican standoff, haven't we?
We mean you no harm. We're just here to get some information.
Well, that's always good to hear, dear. Your tattoos look radiant.
Thank you. And I pulled the sleeve of my cloak down a little bit. So that's kind.
And you, what was your name? Val?
Correct.
You move like a cat. It's mesmerizing.
Uh-huh.
The dwarven lady takes off her spectacles and wipes them on her robes, wiping the rain off, and looks up at the clouds that have gathered. Would you like to come inside for some tea? Maybe we should talk if you're here to see Mirren. I'm afraid Mirren's missing.
Oh.
Oh, we can help you with that. Is your library open?
Why don't you come in so we can have a drink? And she steps to one side and gestures for you to go into the convent.
Yes,
Yeah,
tell us more.
Looked at me and
You step through and there's a drop in temperature as you enter the cold stone building. The walls are undressed. There's no banners hanging. There's a low murmuring coming from what you presume is the chapel, and some voices singing in a low choir. The young dwarf who introduced herself as Keyleth gestures you into a side room where there's a small table, but it's quite austerely dressed. Please take a seat. I'll go and get some drinks, and I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Drago's still trying to get through the front door with his massive glaive and huge tower shield.
Oh, at this point, a raven flies down from the trees and tries to settle on Val's shoulder, but he shoots him off. Off, stupid bird.
It's a beautiful bird. Is it a friend of yours?
It's been following me. I think it's hungry.
It hops up onto the windowsill and it just cocks its head towards you. Its black beady eyes seem to be fixed on you, Val.
He's beautiful, Val. Does he have a name?
She's not mine. Just follows me.
He seems to have chosen you.
After a few moments of slightly awkward chit-chat, the door opens again, and Keyleth struggles to open the door. She's got a tray she's trying to carry, as well as balancing on her crutches, kind of hopping up and down on her good leg. Could somebody please take the door?
Go over and help her.
Thank you, miss.
Stand there.
Smile at her.
She passes you the tray of drinks and nods towards the table to set it down, and then she comes over, sits down, leans the crutches up against the chair, and starts to pour out some hot water into some cups. So you're here to see Mirren.
Yep.
Mirren is our lawkeeper here at the convent. She has the keys and the knowledge to find anything in our library. But I'm afraid I have some sad news for you. She's went missing almost a month ago.
No sign of her?
And she's my sister.
Then sad for you also.
Where?
I'm looking for help in finding her and finding information about her. I am a scholar myself. I specialise in the destiny of the Dwarven Kingdom, but it's Mirren who really knows her way around our library. I guess you could say it started when Mirren went on her annual hunting trip to Theril. Make a history check, Drago and Aphael, please.
How do you spell it? T-H-E-R?
T-H-E-R-R-A-L.
Don't know why I rolled twice, sorry.
I can't make notes. I have a kitten sat on my D&D book.
You're excused. Drago, you've heard of Theril. You've heard tales of it when you were in the Cerulean, back when you were in your Cerulean army days. Theril is a town on the edge of the Fearwood Weald. You estimate it's a day or so to the west of where you are at the moment, right on the fringes of the wood. And it's actually the area of the Fearwood Weald in which Theril is called Redbark Wood because all the trees there have red foliage. And what Theril's best known for is an annual hunt at which all the nobles of the Empire go to show off their archery skills and hunt the local wildlife. Yes, Mirren, every year she would go to Theril on her annual hunting trip. I guess she had some hope of slaying the Golden Heart. The legendary stag said to have antlers made of solid gold. But this year she had a secondary purpose in going. She'd read something in one of her old tomes And she told me that her trip this year was something much more important. There's something going on with the old druids near Therul, Keyleth, she said. And it isn't anything good. Mirren's a woman of habit. When she failed to return, I immediately knew something was amiss. So I asked one of the priestesses in the convent to use some of her divination abilities to see what she could find out about my sister. The sister told me that Mirren was alive, but stuck in another place, whatever that means, and that her life's in great danger. She told me that Mirren was still somewhere near Therul, but she couldn't pinpoint her exact location. Okay, I know it's not much, but I've inherited some coins and gems from my family back in Coldor's Hold, and I also have an ancestral warhammer, part of my family's heritage. I'd be willing to give you the coins and the hammer in exchange for help.
Where is Therul?
Therul, oh, it's a couple of days' walk west of here.
I know the way.
I mean, the locals there might have some idea of what's happened to Mirren. They may have seen her.
So we can ask.
Well, I'm desperate to see her, so I think it's worth the trip.
It's worth the trip because we're helping, dear. Smile at it.
Well, I suppose that too, but yes.
I need to find her, so let's go.
If you can bring back news of my sister, I'll have the money waiting for you here. And the hammer. And I'm sure she could, if you find her, she could help you with what you're searching for in the library, miss.
Let's go. Stand up. Get a chair scraping backwards and head off towards the door we came in.
Drago's still at the door listening in because he can't get through it.
The raven gives a loud caw and then making Keyleth jump slightly. She hadn't noticed it before, and she kind of looks up through her thick glasses at it. Oh, I say, I didn't realise we were being watched. And then it turns around, hops out of the window and flies off outside.
I'll follow Val.
Excuse me. Just try and squeeze past. Drago.
Thank you for any help you can give.
Mm-hmm.
Needed.
Okay. You step outside of the cold stone building back into the sunlight outside, and immediately feel a little bit more cheery and warm as you do so.
Is it Drago or Drago, Rich?
Drago.
Drago, okay. Just wanted to check.
Where is Therul, Drago?
It is this way.
100 miles?
No, a couple of days.
Oh,
Couple of days travel this way.
Maybe.
Does anyone feel they need any provisions or supplies for the journey, or can we get on with this menial task?
Food.
When he starts walking off in the direction we're supposed to be going.
I have enough.
Okay.
Walk off, following.
Okay, you follow the huge figure of Drago. He's heading north along Seaton Way, but before too long he turns off alongside a smaller side road. This one isn't paved. It's really a road that has been carved by the thousands of feet of travellers who have passed along this way over many, many years. A slight dip in the ground has been worn away as you head west, and in the far distance you can see what appears to be a green ocean, but is in fact the Fearwood Weald, the huge forest to the west.
Very good.
It's going to take you just over a day to reach Therul, so is there anything you would like to tell each other in that time? Aphael, tell us at least one thing that the others learn about you during the trip. It can be something minor, or it can be something revealing. It's completely up to you.
Ooh, it's like team building skills.
Never would I ever. Very
They
good.
get from me that I wander the land, trying to help where I can.
Okay. During your journey, Diandra, can you reveal something to the rest of the party that they learn about you during the day's travel? It can be a minor thing, or it can be a major thing. It's whatever you feel they would find out.
Sandra is in touch with Main Trainer and is on a important mission.
You've all heard the name Main and Trainor whispered around the taverns of the coastal towns. Almost a mythical figure. He is the Grand Druid of the Azure Sea.
Ooh. Important.
Val,
No.
tell us something the group has learned about you during your journey to the west.
Well, he keeps himself very much to himself. He doesn't really speak very much.
And that's what we've learned.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that in itself speaks volumes. He walks slightly apart from the rest of the group a lot of the time. He does seem to be being followed by a raven.
And you've virtually seen very little emotion across his face whatsoever. That's it.
I'm kind of lagging in the middle because I've been with Val the whole time and I've gotten 2 new people, so I'm kind of limping behind a little bit because I don't trust them completely yet.
And Drago, tell us something that the rest of the group learns about yourself.
I know the way to Fendel. You learn that he was an officer, captain of the guard, for an organisation, which, when asked, the conversation was avoided. And I changed the subject.
Ooh, touchy subject.
Okay. The journey to Tharrell takes about a day and a half. So let me just adjust the calendar.
Ooh, this is so cool.
And you can see that red bark wood, the part of the field wheel on which it sits, is well named. The towering pine trees have rust-coloured trunks that catch the sun and glow with a ruddy aura. And through these vermilion trunks, you can make out a cluster of log pile lodges, dry stone walls, and wooden outbuildings. Let me just put the party on the map. Okay.
It's not appeared yet for me.
Tell me if it's just black.
I'm sure it's just loading, mate.
I can
Okay.
see the
Wow.
pin.
You can see
Yeah, I
the
can see
pin.
the pin.
How
And
about
clouds.
how about
I've
now?
got clouds.
Yeah, that's the background.
It'll just take a while to load, I think, mate.
No, it's a very small map. Shouldn't do. How about now?
There we
There it
go.
is.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Early teething problems. It's been a couple of months.
Doing great, sweetie.
Yeah, shit.
So yeah, you can see you. Thanks,
Step
mate.
up, you gay. You pro.
It's
He was
mid-afternoon
supportive
as
of
you
the
make
group,
your
aren't you?
way into the as you make your way into the village.
Mm-hmm.
Quite.
As you make your way up the road heading north towards the centre of the village, you see on the right-hand side a building, a wooden sign hanging from the building outside says, "Never let your quiver go empty, the finest arrows for miles." And there's quite a queue of people queued up outside of the shop, though no one seems to be in much of a rush. Several of the people in the queue have tankards of ale, and they're slapping each other on the back, and they're smiling and laughing and so on.
It's a slapping competition. Excellent.
King
Go over and slap the guy at the front. Or him.
Okay.
arrows.
Don't start.
I
I
lean across the Val and whisper kind of to him and say, "They can't all be called Miles, can they?"
He just completely goes over his head. I shoulder my way through these people.
Okay, there's a
Into
bit
the
of
shop.
muttering, and one goes, "Hey! Mind where you're going? There's a queue here!"
I just ignore him.
You push your way into the shop, and the queue goes right up to the counter. Standing behind the counter, what you first think is the tallest halfling you've ever seen, but then you realise there's a little ledge just behind the counter that he's running up and down along. And as he does so, he's plucking quivers and arrows that are hung up off the wall and offering them to people. He's got really red hair, almost as red as the bark of the trees round about.
So I push my way through up to the counter and slap my arm on the counter.
Okay.
Where's the hunt? We're here to find the hunt.
He looks over at you. There's a queue here, sir.
Where's the hunt?
One
Tell
moment. Here, Bill, here, take these. And he passes over a quiver and takes some coins in return, and then he turns to look at you. I don't quite understand what you're saying, sir.
Where does the hunt go?
Wherever you want to go hunting. These woods around about here are full of life. You go hunting when you want.
The last hunt, where did it go?
I don't know where the last one was, but maybe if you go and ask up at the Golden Heart, someone there might be able to tell you.
Golden Heart?
Yeah, the tavern in town. Most of the hunts leave from there.
I'll just turn around and walk off.
Kind of mutters. I'm sorry about that, Lauren. He says to the next guy in the queue.
Bloody hell, we walked into the blood.
I walk up to the others and just say, Golden Heart, tavern. They might know. And just look around for a tavern.
Okay. You head on and continue up to the square, the town square. And a large three-winged building in front of you proclaims itself to be the Golden Heart Inn. Standing outside the inn is a handful of nobles. They're deep in conversation and appear incredibly excited about something. And as you approach, you begin to overhear what they're saying to each other. I definitely flipping saw it, you know. Golden antlers and all. I would have shot the blasted thing if only I'd had my bow. Oh, what a load of old trite. You never saw a thing. You're blind drunk, you are. How dare you, sir? I am not drunk. I've only had 3.
Guess I'm just going to stroll into the Golden Heart.
Okay, you push past them. The inn is full of nobles in spotless leather hunting gear, in many cases adorned with fine furs, emblazoned crests and exotic pelts. Most of the haughty folk sit around large wooden feast tables enjoying a hearty late lunch and making their way through expensive-looking bottles of wine. Others stand in small groups eagerly chatting about the morning's hunt. Trophy heads, engraved longbows, bear traps and other somewhat tacky hunting apparel decorates the walls, alongside oil paintings of the local wildlife.
I just catch myself and just look around for the others and see if you get. Oh yeah, sorry. I just make sure they're still here and just walked off.
She's watching the mark.
Okay.
Go into the tavern.
Well,
Okay, you see the same scene that I've just described. Many nobles standing around chatting, swapping stories of their hunts over the last day or so.
yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that Diandra wears the cape pretty much all the time to try and hide her appearance because it's a little bit
Okay. Yeah.
different.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm cloaked up.
Yeah. Okay.
Walk in with everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, you see the common room is very crowded. It's noisy. People jostling each other. Lots of laughter. You, from a quick glance, it becomes apparent that there's no one going to be leaving for a hunt anytime soon. They've all had too much to drink at this time of day.
Val,
Yes.
who do you think is the
Diandra.
best person to ask about the hunt?
I'll just pick a person completely at random
Okay.
and walk up to them.
Okay. You walk up to a young sandy-haired man. He's barely into his mid-teens. There's he's trying his desperate best to grow a beard, but it looks like the kind of curly fluff you would find on a duckling's sort of a newborn duckling. He looks over at you. Yes.
Miriam Gallant. She went on the hunt, and we need to find her. Where is she?
Who? I don't know who you're talking about, man.
Miriam Gallant.
Who? I don't know who you're talking about. I only come here during the stag season. I don't know what's going on in town. Why don't you talk to one of the Hanovers?
Where are they?
He gestures to the bar where two women busy working, serving the crowd.
Right. Let's head off to the women.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. It's immediately apparent that they're not related to each other, by blood at least. They bear very little resemblance to one another. One of them is tall, with flaming red hair, and is displaying her ample bosom in the hope of getting a few more coins out of the punters. She has a ready smile and an easy laugh. The other is a bit more shy and is busy at work washing up some plates at the back.
It's got no shoes on though.
Tails. Right. I go up to Dusty then.
Okay, Dusty's the one at the back who's sort of washing some plates and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up at you. Oh yeah, if you could just put... Oh, sorry, I thought you were Liam.
No. Miriam Gallant. Looking for her. She went on the hunt. We need to find her.
Miriam? Just a minute. She puts the plates back in and pulls a towel off her belt and dries her hands. Hey, Kithian! Kithian! Come over here a minute! The tall red-haired woman with a chuckle just says something to a couple of the men she's serving at the bar, and then with a swagger of her hips wanders over, drapes one arm around Dusty and gives her a big smacking kiss on the cheek. What is it, my love? This man's after Miriam. Kithian looks you up and down. Oh, you're after Miriam, are you, darling? Well, she ain't here, I'm afraid. Can I get you anything to drink?
No. Need to find Miriam. Came from the convent. Her sister. We need to find her.
I don't know anything about that. You sure I can't get you a drink, sweetheart? Looks like you need to loosen up a bit.
I'm not thirsty.
I don't know what you're doing here, then. Yeah, I do know Mirren. Unlike most of these buggers, these nobles from the cities, she was mindful of the forest. But she did stay here for a few times over the years. But I know she became friends with Lendriel, the tanner. She began staying with him instead. I haven't seen her this season, though.
Where is this Tanner?
Lendriel?
Yes.
Hold on, that's a very good question. Oh, he's in the tannery behind the tavern, next to the wolf blood.
And he knows where Mirren is.
I can't tell you that, sweetheart. I don't know, but I know she used to stay with him when she used to come to town.
Thank you. Turn around and leave her.
Smile at both of them.
She leans into the other woman, into Dusty, and whispers something, and they both sort of giggle at you as you walk off.
Oh, what did they say?
Mirren was with the Tanner behind the inn.
Okay.
The tanners behind the inn, or they were behind the inn with each other?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
There's a Tanner behind the inn, and Mirren was there with someone called Yelendriel.
Okay. Well, let's head there then, I guess.
Very good.
And I'll just walk off and go and try and find the tanner.
Okay. You leave the inn. Drago and Raphael, are you doing anything while Diandra and Val were questioning the barmaids?
Just following. Sapphaire's quite quiet when she does say something, just to be nice to someone, really. She's just kind of standing back. And...
How about you, Drago?
Just surveying the exits, combat strategies if needed.
Looking at the escape points.
Any tactical advantages that I might gain.
Okay.
Whatever different positions in the room.
Drago is standing with his back against one of the corners, surveying the room cautiously. Make a perception check for me, please, Drago.
To kill something.
Okay. As you look around, a figure enters the tavern. While this is happening, whilst Val is still talking to Kithian. She stoops to come under the doorway, and there's something familiar about her. She pulls back her hood and looks around, and your eyes meet. It's an old friend of yours. You used to serve in the Cerulean army together. In fact, Yugga, who you know has 3 fingers missing on one hand due to a card game you were both involved in that went badly wrong. She was a good friend of yours whilst you were barracked with the army. In fact, she introduced you to your wife, Wengo. And as your eyes lock with each other, a big grin comes over her face. Drago fucking wolf! And she waves at you.
She's cute.
I'll nod towards the bar and meet her at the bar.
Okay. She shoulders her way through the crowds of nobles. She nods at a few people she seems to recognise, but as she walks through, the nobles just seem to part like water without even realising what they're doing as she just walks through the bar. She comes up to you and slaps you hard on the back. I don't believe it! What are you doing here, Drago?
Yeah, working.
How's Wengo?
Change the subject.
She frowns. And then she grins at you again. Well, you better not have upset her. She's my friend, you know. And she gives you a grin and slaps you on the back again. Drinks are on me. What do you want?
Whatever the house pishes.
She, Get the inn! Get the inn! Get an ale for me and my friend, please. All right, yogurt. What the hell are you doing in Thurl? Never thought I'd see you here mingling with these bloody upstuck nobles.
If you hadn't noticed, I'm not mingling.
Never were much of a mingler, were you?
No.
I bet you got some tales to tell since we last saw each other. I've been living here for a couple of years now. I'm running the lumber camp just outside the edge of town.
He seems quite reluctant to reminisce about old times. It's like he's a different person that she
Okay.
knew.
Her eyes narrow slightly. In fact, she's going to make an insight check. All right, you were never this secretive before, my old friend. Couldn't bloody shut you up half the time. Let me start. So I came here a few years ago. Place has changed though since these bloody this Golden Heart madness started. This year the nobles have been more of a pain than ever. Have upset the local druid ring that lives in the wood. They were here long before I came here. The nobles are going out shooting the wildlife, and it's causing trouble. I don't mind telling you, the druids are getting upset about it. They keep tinkering with our bloody equipment out in the forest when our backs are turned.
Sure you can handle it.
Oh, it's not like old times. I've got responsibilities now, Drago. Look, I don't know why you're here, but if you're after a bit of cash, I could put some your way if you go and have a word with the druids with me. I'm looking to find a sort of a bit of a peace, a bit of a compromise. They stop attacking our lumbering equipment, and we'll do what we can to keep the nobles in check. Are you heading into the wood?
Yes, we're looking for someone. I already have a job.
Oh well.
No.
If you're heading that way anyway, if you could tell them that I'm interested in negotiating some kind of peace with them, then I can stand to spare you a few gold.
If I happen across them, I'm sure I can mention it.
She nods.
Out of my way. Listen, we're looking for someone called what was the name again?
Mirin.
Min.
Mirin.
Looking for someone called Mirin. They appear to have gone missing in these parts. I suppose you've come across the young lady.
I don't, but I mean there are a few nobles who go missing every year. They venture too deeply into the western parts of the forest. I mean, ever since this Golden Heart madness started, someone reckons they saw this giant deer with golden horns. It seems to have driven the hunters crazy. They go further and further out into the woods, and some of them come back badly hurt and stripped of their equipment and valuables. I mean, if she's missing, wouldn't say it was looking good.
Sounds like subterfuge bandits would use in order to lure would-be nobles, relieve them of their possessions to me.
She nods. Yeah, you could be right. I think it's the druids, to be honest. They've got a new leader, is what I've heard, and they're more militant than they ever were.
I thought druids were fairly passive.
Oh, these lot aren't. Just the other day, they took Bolton out and beat the crap out of him, or so he says. Just because he was shooting at a fox.
Extremist druids.
I mean, it's about time somebody took a stand, I'm just saying.
Terrorist organisation. Well, it was good to catch up. Take care of
It's
yourself.
good to see you, Draco. I hope everything's okay. You used to smile a lot more. If you need anything, if I can be of any help, let me know. I'll be at the lumberyard.
I will do, Hugo. Take care.
She smiles and drains her drink. Okay.
Mm.
You were married, Drago?
Was. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring back pain.
It's fine.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to find us sitting around here.
I thought we were heading to the tanner.
Yeah, we already left. Me and Val.
Okay. Okay. Well, you can catch them up if you wish to follow.
Yeah, well, I'll end my conversation with
Yeah.
Hugo sort of at the same time I see the guys
Okay.
leaving.
You follow them out. They're heading up the road north of the that leads round to the other side of the tavern. On the right-hand side, you see a paddock surrounded by dry stone walls, affixed to which is a stable and cottage. There's several ponies and horses frolicking in the paddock and champing on clumps of grass. And you can hear raised voices coming from within the stables. There's a dark-haired man there with a great salt and pepper beard. And he's arguing with a young woman clad in a silk brocade cape. He's waving his arms around and pointing angrily.
I do beg your pardon.
The man stops and glances at your direction. What? What do you want?
We're actually looking for someone. I'm hoping you can help us. Are you Leandriel?
What? No! No, I'm Arban. Yolantril's over there, and he points over to a side road leading off towards the river at the back of the town.
Okay, thank you. And we'll just tool off.
He turns back to the woman and starts shouting at her again. You continue to move past the stables and turn left towards what you can now see. There's a big mill being driven by the waters of the Wolf's Blood stream up ahead. But just on your right, where you turn the corner, you see another building with a sign swinging gently in the breeze above the door of what is a tiny wooden hut. It's faded, but you can make out the word herbalist painted on it beneath a pestle and mortar. Sitting in a rocking chair at the doorway is an elderly white-haired woman. She leans over to the side and stirs a cast-iron pot that's sitting above a small flame. There's a younger man dressed in fine velvet attire who's talking to her quietly. He seems to be gesticulating.
I need a herbalist.
Carry on.
You carry on down towards the building that is obviously the tannery. Before you get there, the stinging stink of tanning leather fills your nostrils as you head towards the north of Ferrell by the Wolf's Blood stream. And after a minute's or so walk, you notice the wooden house surrounded by frames of stretched animal pelts built on the bank. Sitting outside is an elf with sharp, angular features and hair like silk. He is possibly the most handsome elf any of you have ever seen. Despite having his sleeves rolled up and scrubbing at a hide, you can see them. You take a moment to appreciate the muscles bulging in his arms as he does so. He looks around and glances at you with a ready grin. Val and Diandra immediately recognise that this is no ordinary elf. It's a Grugak, one of the rarely seen wild elves.
Hecate would have loved you.
Oh, what could have been?
Memories.
Oh, woe is me.
It's still raw.
Oh, Val, you have to take this one, dear.
Okay. Up, stride up to the elf.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How can I help you? He gives you a big,
You-
ready smile and continues to scrub away at the hide in front of him.
You are an elf.
Nothing gets past you, does it, sir?
Not if it wants to live. Where are you from?
I'm from Thurl. Where are you from?
Here and there.
He nods. A wanderer.
Are you always from Thurl? Or have you come from somewhere else?
I was a wanderer too at one point.
Where do you hail from?
The past.
Pass. I don't understand. How
I
can
know
you
you
come
don't.
from?
Yolandru?
Oh. He raises an eyebrow at you. It's not often we see one of my Alugak sisters here. And one with such beauty as well. He stands up and bows to you.
Yes, it's a different world up here, but I've been sent on a very important mission, and I'm told that you know Miran.
Mirren? Why didn't you say so? Yes, I've known Mirren for years. Pull up a stool. And he gestures to some small tanning stools. They're only about 1.5 feet high off the ground. He looks over your shoulder at Raphael and Drago, and he grins over at you two, and he waves. Come, friends, come sit.
I get him with a smile and go and sit down.
Stand.
Stride over.
Okay.
Plant my glaive in the ground.
He gestures at a stool for you to sit down, Drago. Both of you know full well how ridiculous you would look sitting on such a tiny little piece of furniture.
I respectfully decline.
Oh yes, have you seen Mirren?
No, that's why we're talking to you. Actually, she went missing.
Yeah, she's been missing for a while. Look, I've known Mirren for... Yeah, go on.
Sorry, Neil. I would like to cast Zone of Truth.
Whoa!
Okay.
Because
are you going to do it surreptitiously?
What does that mean?
So Zone of Truth has verbal components and somatic components, which means you need to wave your hands about and speak for the spell to become active. Are you going to try and hide that you're casting it?
Yes. I'll pretend to sort of like, as I walking over, I'll like sort of put my shield in front, my big shield in front of my face, and I'll be like, I'll behind my shield. And then
can you make a sleight of hand check, please?
Probably not.
Very interesting for all of us.
Oh, jeez.
We're all going to have to speak truths.
He's actually not that attractive, just saying. I like his eyes, though.
Right. So, he doesn't notice you casting the spell.
Ooh.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Are we all affected?
You can all make a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh,
You're joking.
Nope.
Oh, 3 and a 4.
Charisma. I like that. Charisma.
+3, +6. You need a 14. So, Diandra and Raphael you don't have to tell the truth. Val, you do have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
I love this.
Yep.
Where do I cross to? Is it a spell? Is it?
Zone of truth.
Oh, spells. It's a second level spell.
Yeah, so if you scroll up to the top of that page,
And
there should
click off.
be a second level spell slot. Just click. There you go.
Okay, I'll take one. Okay.
Thanks, mate.
Well, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. while we've been travelling together.
Does my
Oh,
bum look big in this?
Yeah, Miriam's been coming to Ferrell for years. She's a superb hunter as well as a very profound scholar. And she used to bring pelts of the best quality to me at the end of the hunts, and over time we became great friends. She got tired of the boozed up nobles booking up rooms in the Golden Heart Inn, and so I offered my spare room, and we became good friends.
Are you sleeping together?
He looks at you and tilts his head to one side and gives a grin at you. I don't kiss and tell, my friend.
I just look surprised at what I've just said.
So, how would I know if it's affected him?
Let me have a look. You might say in the spell description. Let me have a look.
Ask him something you know will be a yes.
Yes, you know whether anyone that has failed. So you know that Val is under the effects of the spell, and you know that Deandra and Raphael are not, and you also know that Yelendriel is not under the effects of the spell.
Oh, past is what I said. Okay.
Yeah, he rolled a 19, I'm afraid.
I'll
When did
cancel.
you last see? When did you last see?
Nah, fuck it. I'll leave it on for a bit.
He looks over at you, Raphael. Sorry, my dear, I didn't catch that.
When did you last see her? And she leans across and puts her hand kind of on his knee. And you are ravishingly handsome.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. You're a beautiful young lady yourself.
Oh, thank
Yeah, she's been missing for a week or two now.
Oh.
I'm surprised
When-
because many of the hunters come back from the western parts of the wood with injuries and lost or broken equipment, but Miriam's really one of the best hunters that I've seen. But on the day she disappeared, she did tell me she was going to the Glistening Waterfall to see what she could find out about the Golden Heart. I did warn her that place was sacred to the Deeproot Ring, but she didn't listen. She wanted to kill the Golden Heart and end this craze for hunting the beast. She'd become as tired of the boorish nobles as the rest of us have. And he scratches his forehead. But there was something else as well. She said she wanted to talk to the druids about something, but she didn't say what. But
Well, that's
I
very
know she's
helpful.
missing, but if anyone is going to survive out there, I have faith in Mirren. I don't think she's come to any harm. She's a seasoned huntress. She's a woodswoman as well as a scholar. She can look after herself. But if there's anything I can do to help, and he puts his hand on taps the top of your hand, Raphael, then please just say.
Smile at him. Take my hand away.
So Val is the only one under the effects of the spell.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave that on for a little bit longer, I think. How long does it last? Let's have a look.
I had advantage from roll a 3 and a 4.
Yeah. It lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll leave it on.
Well, tell us your whole story. Tell us your whole history.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
What else can you tell us?
You wouldn't know I'd cast it.
No.
Is that everything? Elandriel?
If I can think of anything else that might help, of course I'll tell you. Mirren's a friend of mine.
You
Her
say she's
sister.
been missing for a while. Have you been out to look for her?
I have. I have some experience in the woods myself. The problem is, these nobles, they destroy any tracks within a league of the village, in all directions. They just go stomping off through the underbrush. I'm amazed they catch anything.
Did you pick up anything when you went to look for her?
Sorry?
Did you get any clues of where she might be when you went to look for her?
He looks slightly down crested. I found nothing.
That must be very disheartening for you.
He nods. But I'm sure Mirren will be okay.
It's a very optimistic way of looking at it.
Well, I'm an optimistic sort of fellow, and as I said, Mirren's better than 90% of the hunters in this place.
We should be quick, or she might have died a horrible death, and we have to find her.
I think maybe
He
we should
frowns.
start at the falls.
In which direction
Please.
is the glistening waterfalls?
I don't know where they are myself. I've heard them spoken about before. I would imagine they're somewhere along the Wolf's Blood, but I don't know for certain.
It should be by a river, the waterfalls.
I know somebody that might
That's going to
know.
be southwest then along the river, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know somebody that might know. I'll nip back into the inn and I'll ask. What was her name?
Yoga.
Yoga. This Whispering Falls. Where can I find it?
Glistening.
Um,
Glistening falls.
Whistling Falls. Whatever.
she looks at you. Sure I can't persuade you to have another drink, Drago?
Just raise an eyebrow. The falls.
I don't know, I'm afraid. I've never seen them.
Very well. Anybody around here that might know could draw me a detailed map, landscape, detailing defences, outlay of the land, possible escape routes.
I can't think of anyone. It's certainly not within a league of the town.
Are people outside still arguing, Neil?
Where you're at the moment, you're at the Tanner's hut. Are you heading back into the
If we head
town?
back towards the inn, are the people who are arguing saying something about the golden heart?
At the stable, the arguing people aren't arguing anymore.
No, the outside of the tavern, there is a couple of people
So,
arguing about
yes,
something.
bear with me. As you come back round the other side of the street, you hear a chanting as you round the corner of the tavern. Cedric! 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 And you see a few people dancing and clashing mugs together. There's a crowd gathered outside.
Okay. I'm going to observe for a minute and just
Okay.
see what the hell's going on.
You look around the crowd, and as they part slightly, you can see in the centre of the crowd a noble with a slightly familiar face is in the middle. He's got his arms wide and he's gesturing, a big grin on his face, and he points down, and under his foot is a huge stag with antlers of solid gold. Cedric! Cedric! Cedric!
Okay.
You recognise the person who you presume is Cedric
Yeah.
as the young man you saw outside the herbalist's hut earlier.
Okay. Was he? No, it wasn't an elf. Okay. I'll go over to him if he's not too preoccupied with the 10 minutes of fame.
Okay, you wander up and he's there. He's telling his story of how he was sneaking through the undergrowth, and the stag seemed to come out of nowhere. He wasn't actually expecting to see it, and he was just having a break by the pond when the stag came to drink. And he carefully, slowly inched his hands towards his bow, fearing at any moment that the great, beautiful beast would bound out. He wrapped his fingers around the bow and slowly raised it. And then the Golden Heart heard him and shot off into the wood. He couldn't get a clear shot until it was at least 600 feet away. And then I pulled back the string of my bow. I've been training for this moment since I was a child. These types of long shots stopped being a problem for me a long time ago. And with a twang, I let go of the string, and it speared the beast in the heart, and it fell. And everyone cheers, Cedric! Cedric!
I make a perception check to see if he's being truthful, please.
It would be an insight check.
Oh, sorry. I do
Yes.
apologise.
He is certainly embellishing the story to a ridiculous degree. He's had quite a bit to drink.
Yeah.
You can't tell if the root of the story is true or not. But if there is any truth to it, it certainly didn't happen in the way he's just told it.
Can I investigate?
Maybe if he stood over here for the next 5 minutes, we could ask him again how he caught the stag.
Why don't you come to him? That would be easier. Can I do an investigation check on the stag to see if it's a real...
Yeah, are you just going to
whatever it
look
is.
down at it 'cause there's a crowd around, or are you going to kneel down and have a really good look?
I will kneel down and have a look at the antlers specifically to see if they've been tampered with and if they're real gold or not.
Okay, I would like you to make a perception check, a medicine check, and an H check, please.
Perception. Oh, it's off the fucking thing, right?
Okay.
Medicine. What was the last one? Nature.
Nature.
Attacking my mouse cursor.
Okay, so it's certainly a real stag. But as you bend down to it, your nose wrinkles from the smell of decaying flesh, and you see several maggots crawling through its flesh. Furthermore, where it doesn't appear to be bleeding from the wound which allegedly killed it. And after taking a moment to analyse the dead animal, it's definitely a stag, but there's nothing remarkable about it at all, other than the golden antlers. In fact, if anything, it's a bit of a runt.
Okay. And I'll look at Cedric.
Okay, he's just accepting a drink from someone that someone's bought him and drowning it, and everyone's shouting, "Cedric! Cedric!"
Pardon me, Mr. Cedric, sir.
Yes, yes, my dear. What a mighty beast, isn't it? I'll have an ale, please.
I didn't offer you one, but when did you say you shot this stag?
Oh, this morning. Yes, the great Cedric Gilligan, a name that will go down in the history of Thurl, son of Mortimer, heir to the barony of Gilligan.
So, why, pray tell, is there decaying flesh and maggots residing within the stag?
Have you ever seen a golden antlered stag before, miss? No, I thought not.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Have you seen one alive? No. Have you seen one dead? No. This is an enchanted stag, obviously. It probably rots faster than normal animals.
Where did you shoot it?
By a pond.
What pond?
The red pond out in the woods.
Is this anywhere near the glistening waterfall?
Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah.
DeAndre?
Is this anywhere near the glistening waterfall by any chance?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then it cannot be a true golden stag, can it? As
Well,
the
unless my eyes deceive me, young lady, this is a golden stag. It is dead. It has my arrow in its heart. Yay! And everyone cheers.
Neil,
Yes.
may Val approach the golden stag
Mm-hmm.
and grab its antlers and rub the gold on the antlers?
You make a perception check.
Okay.
A name like Cedric, who's going to be a dick.
A bad roll.
So the gold does not rub off. It appears to be part of the antlers themselves.
Okay.
But you do spot a few strands of fur near the base of the antlers that appear to be pasted together by some kind of dried golden goo.
Well, that's what I was looking for.
May I try by taking out one of my daggers
Mm-hmm.
to prise the antlers off this beast?
You can. You take your dagger out and you start to try and pry. You're immediately grabbed by several of the crowd. What do you think you're doing? This is Cedric's beast. This is his trophy. Get your hands off.
Glue.
The mood in the crowd has suddenly turned slightly.
I'm not even sure why we're trying to break this background. Just like, God.
Whilst this is all going on, we are going to just switch slightly to about 20 feet away, where Drago is leaning up against the wall of the tavern watching this. A figure comes and stands next to you, and you look down, and you see it's Kithian, the barmaid, and she is scowling at the crowd gathered outside. Can you believe anyone's believing this bullshit, mate? She says to you. I saw you chatting with Yugger earlier.
Old war friend.
If he killed that stag, I'm an half-orc's uncle.
That you were definitely not.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you know where the falls is?
The Falls? No. No, the only thing I'm certain of is that bastard didn't kill that buggering stag. He was in my pub all morning drinking the cheapest wine we sell. I mean, it's possible he might have made a short excursion to have a piss and killed it. Tripped over the bloody thing.
What was he mixing upside down?
I don't know what's going on, but I tell you this. The Golden Heart draws many wealthy nobles to this village. And it draws many wealthy nobles with very heavy purses full of coin to my tavern. If that is the Golden Heart, it's a bloody disaster. I don't believe it.
I don't believe this creature even exists.
Yeah, you're right, but as long as they believe it exists, they come to my tavern and they spend their money. Look, you look like Andy's sort. Would you mind looking into this for me? If you can prove that he didn't kill that thing and it's not the Golden Heart, I've got something I can give you in return.
Give me 30 seconds.
Wow, I admire the confidence.
Brilliant.
You asked. I'm fucking evil.
Oh, let me just whisper to you. Oh, that was meant to be a whisper. That was meant to be a whisper, sorry.
No. Why is there glue on the antlers?
He looks down at you. Are you still here?
There is glue, look.
He peers
Somebody-
down.
Glue. Glue.
Oh yes! When I shot the beast, you won't believe this, but when I shot the beast, it crashed into a patch of flowers. It's probably some kind of nectar or pollen or something.
What are these hairs on the antlers? Did you say that there were hairs on the base?
No,
of the
no,
antlers?
no. There aren't hairs on the antlers. Near the base of the antlers, some of its normal fur hairs of its normal fur were pasted together with the golden. Just a few small spots of golden goo.
There is glue here on the antlers.
Glue?
Did you kill us? Are you good with a bow? Can you show me how good you are with a bow?
Everybody knows how good Cedric Gilligan is with a bow. Cedric Gilligan is the man who killed the Golden Heart! And the crowd all cheers. Cedric! Cedric!
I pull my longbow off my shoulder.
Okay.
Tell me, can you hit that tree over there? And I point to a tree.
300 feet away, sorry.
About 100 foot away.
Well, I have been drinking for the last hour, sir.
But
You?
somebody who killed the Golden Heart should still be able to hit that tree. After all, it is a legendary beast.
I don't need to prove anything to you.
Can you not hit that tree? Can you not
Of course
shoot
I
with a bow?
can. I'll see you here first thing in the morning and we'll shoot trees.
No.
I'd rather you do it now.
I'd rather you disappear. But we can't always get what we want, can we?
Oh, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to use my
I'm just
hand.
prodding my players now with the pointy stick.
I'm going to use... Yeah, I'm going to do it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to disappear 30 feet away towards that tree.
What, you're just going to blink and sort
Yeah.
of describe the appearance of what happens?
Okay. I just disappear from the spot I'm standing in, and when I reappear, it's me, but I look almost like a ghost, like translucent, as if I'm there but not really there. And I'm pointing to the tree that I shot at, to the tree that I was trying to get him to shoot at.
Okay.
You have so like that.
The first thing does is he's kind of gesticulating and pointing at you, he's talking at you, and then you disappear as he's raising his finger at you again, and he looks round, and there's a gasp from the crowd. What?
Oh shit!
And then someone shouts, "He's over there!" And they turn round, and he looks at you and goes, "What the bloody hell? What's going on, boy star?"
I'll just take my bow out, and I'm going to shoot at that tree then.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. I hope this hits. Oh yeah.
It does hit,
That would
yeah.
have been embarrassing if it didn't.
It would, wouldn't it? It
Yeah,
does.
one. Gamble.
Reroll.
Yeah, you unerringly, the arrow flies across and thuds into the dead centre of the trunk of the tree. Stands there quivering. Everyone has just fallen silent, and they're like a group of slack-jawed yokels. Everyone's mouths are hanging open as they're just staring at you.
Shoot the tree. Shoot the tree. Shoot the tree.
Someone nudges
Shoot
Cedric
the
in the
tree.
ribs.
Shoot the tree.
It's a ghost. The ghost is telling you to shoot the tree, Cedric. Cedric is starting to shake slightly.
Mighty hunter.
Where's me ma? Ma? Make a
Mighty
perception
hunter.
check, everybody.
Where's me mum?
I want me mum. Please. Please can I have me mum? I'll just stand on the stag. This man is a forge.
Diandra and Val, you both notice that there is a slowly expanded patch of dampness in the crotch of Cedric's trousers. The ghost is talking to me. Bert, the ghost is talking to me.
That only lasts for a turn, so I guess
Okay.
I'd be normal
Okay.
now. Yeah.
So you turn back into yourself, but still at the distance.
Yeah. Shoot the tree, Cedric.
Oh, I think you ought to do what he says, Cedric.
Shoot the tree. Show
Takes
me.
a gulp, takes another drink, and then bends and picks up his bow. Knocks an arrow to it.
Put him off. Someone cough.
I just tap the bottom of the bow with my scythe.
Right, let's see.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention I have a scythe. That would have been important to say.
Yeah, you do have a scythe. Okay, longbow, here we go.
Walking around like the Grim Reaper.
What's how they're going to be? Good. What's going to be bad? It's bad.
He
That's
hits
funny.
a tree.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
See, I hit it, everybody!
Hmm.
Look, the golden heart! And he's...
That is the tree you were supposed to hit where my arrow is. Your arrow is over there. My arrow is over here.
A few
There
of
is
the
quite a
notes at
difference.
this point. Can everybody make a perception check, please?
Over in that shit.
This poor lad, which has completely destroyed his thunder. For no reason. Can't let him lie to people.
Okay.
Stupid Cedric.
Diandra, you notice that several of the crowd have now disappeared. In fact, the crowd is becoming noticeably thinner.
As in walking away?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to clarify.
Or hurrying, in some cases.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
You can't-
I don't need to answer to you. I killed the Golden Heart. Cedric Gilligan killed Golden Heart.
That is a shame that you cannot hit a tree. It must have been stationary.
I've been
At
drinking.
5 feet away from you at the most. A mighty shot.
Unless this beast was already dead when he shot it.
Yes.
It's clear that the wound was not caused. Sorry, the animal was not killed by the arrow to the heart.
As he says, I've been drinking. Oh, Drago walks over. Yes, according to the innkeeper, you've been drinking all morning.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I've been drinking.
All morning.
What business is it of yours?
Well, if you were drinking all morning, how have you managed to slay this beast?
He's kind of looks around and notices that the crowd has thinned out quite a bit and taken several steps away from him now. I shot it by the pond.
And a few hours ago, you were witnessed mixing the concoction which you used to glue these so-called golden anklers onto this poor creature.
That's a lie. That's but a lie. Would you like to make an intimidation check, please, Drago?
Do it now.
Maybe we could ask the alchemist.
He takes a step back from you. You can't prove anything. Granny said no one would know.
Actually, we can. Rip
Granny.
the apples off.
Yeah, I'm probably strong enough just to pull them off.
Well, the antlers might be real. It might just be the gold stuff that's not real.
Yeah, give him a little shake.
Yeah, you pick up. You can snap the antlers off the beast. They're certainly not gold all the way through.
Curious.
Why don't you go and run back to your granny, Cedric?
What's this?
I think, Cedric, it's time you came clean, or would you prefer martial combat?
What? No. I've got something I need to do now. Anyway, it's nice meeting you, folks. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Still need to find Mirren.
Anyway, Mirren. Let's carry on. Bit of a tangent there.
I'll stroll back over to the innkeeper. Was that sufficient?
She looks up at you and gives you a big wink. Very impressive, big man. She tosses you a pouch.
That's a cool.
As it lands in your hand, you can see that it's not coins. It's something else.
Curious.
Anal beads.
Where the fuck did that come from?
There's a darkness within that Val, even darker than Drago.
I will. Jesus Christ. I will put the item in your inventory, Drago, just in case you ever need to make a quick disappearance, my friend. Gives you another wink, slaps you on the arse, and then turns around and walks back inside.
Wow.
It's in your inventory. It begins with a D, Drago.
Okay.
Where is the glistening waterfall? Where are the druids?
Who are you asking?
Just
It's a rhetorical question.
yeah.
Oh, right.
That we've been told, Val, it seems that it's off to the west somewhere. Somewhere most likely along the river. And the river heads from southwest to northeast. So I suggest we head southwest along the river.
Drago, do you know where the river is? You said you knew this place.
No, I need
North.
yoga.
We were near it when we went to the tannery.
Oh.
Ah,
Cool.
Sacred to the deep root ring.
Okay,
Is that
it's now. Yeah, it is right.
Okay.
It's now late afternoon, early evening. The sun's starting to go down behind the trees that surround the village.
I don't suggest that we go out in the dark. I don't think we all have night vision.
do you not like the dark?
I don't like the land particularly, but I feel like if we're looking for something, we should wait until daylight.
Why?
I don't know. That's what most people do.
Looking at each other with glowing eyes.
Yeah.
But I can see perfectly fine in the dark.
You're a human, are you not? And I'll gesture to Theo.
Raphael's human.
Do you have supplies for seeing at night?
Oh, I'll be able to see.
Well, I guess we'll head off then.
Okay, so you're going to leave the village and head out. The river flows west into the woods.
Anytime any
Rather
of you
out of the
speak
woods.
to Raphael, she always looks back at you smiling with warmth in her eyes and genuine, like gushing friendship as she speaks to you. It's like really obvious in her face that she's engaged with you and she's really interested in what you're saying.
Damn it! Why are you so happy?
Everything was taken from me. Damn you and your happiness.
I deal with like 4 dark ass characters.
Oh, it's a brilliant foil to darkness.
She's
Like
just
yin and yang.
nice and kind.
He's so cute. I want to give her a big snuggle.
Okay.
Are we feeling tired? I mean, we kind of walked a bit.
Well,
Not that much.
what I was trying to get across, which probably didn't quite portray through what I said, was Diandra doesn't really have a clue about land, really. Like, she just knows that people sleep during the night and walk and do stuff during the day, so she's just trying to use what little knowledge she has of terrestrial people.
Makes sense.
We don't have to sleep.
Draco just pushes her in the river. There you go, you're at home. You can swim or we'll walk. Problem solved.
Okay, so are you going to find somewhere to stay for the night, or are you going to head out into the woods?
Well, there's 2 ways of thinking. One, if we go to sleep for 8 hours, 9 hours, it'll be before we set off, and that's 9 hours she might not have. But on the other hand, she has been missing 4 weeks.
We need to find Mirren in 8 hours.
I say we set up now.
I'm with you, Raphael.
Okay.
You
So-
have my scythe.
You're going to leave the village of Ferrell behind and head off into the Red Bark Wood. As you leave the village, the thick canopy of the wood around you prevents most of the remaining light from entering. The whole area is only dimly lit. The undergrowth of the woods is mostly bracken and ferns, which you find hard to walk through. It's difficult terrain. Most of the trees are red bark pines. They're truly enormous, some 200 to 300 feet tall and 10 to 30 feet thick at the base. I will share that map with you. Can you see that?
I love those clouds. They're lovely.
I can see clouds.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Boop.
You can see the roads and the village where the pin is, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And we'll take a quick break there while I go make myself a cup of tea before you head into the
yeah.
wood.
Make a brew.
I'm just gonna stop.
Back soon.
It's painful when your character dies, but it's so much fun when you're introducing your new characters.
I'm not over it.
So...
And we're slowly healing the wounds that it is
It's
sitting
so
on
much
it.
fun.
I should have taken a drama major. Oh.
Babe.
There goes love life.
So fucking cute. I put a picture in the D&D which
La la la.
general. You can see how she's been sitting for the last hour.
Aww. So when did you get this kitten then?
God, when did we pick her up?
She was delivered by a stork from the heavens.
She's an angel. I picked her up from work because my, where I work has cats protection units. So there's like
I
4.
did not know.
Oh yeah, we had them recently built. We had 4 units built for cats protection cats that come in. So basically, we just look after them, and then people come in and have a look at them. And
Yeah.
I was
Adopt.
I was put down cats protection to clean and feed a lot over the last couple of weeks, and she
And
was
you
in.
fell in love.
Yeah, and she was in with 2 other kittens, and I absolutely fell in love with her. And she just sits on my shoulder every time I went in there. And I wanted her and a brother as well, but her brother went to a new home.
Mm.
I just got her, and she was called Midden. Well, she was actually called Badger. But we
What?
renamed her. Yeah, we renamed her to Freya.
Freya. Oh, sweet.
But I'll send you another picture. You can see her colour.
She got...
That's what she does. She just sits on my shoulder the whole time. She's like a little parrot.
What do the dogs think?
Oh, they love her. Hold on. I'll just spam you with
Carrot!
There we go.
Oh,
Carrot.
sweet.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Carrots.
I thought you said carrot then.
I thought you said carrots. Yes, we...
A cat parrot is a carrot.
Carrot. Ah.
I see. Sorry, took me a minute. So we picked her up on Monday.
She's got about twice as much of that bed as your dogs have.
Yeah,
It's switched over. Oh, they've given her loads of room. Oh, that's sweet.
She accidentally jumped on Malika the other day because Malika was on the sofa and she was doing zombies around the front room, and she jumped on her. I didn't know she was there, and she was just like, "Oh shit!" And she like hits her. It's like, and Malika just looked at her like, "You alright, hun?"
That's cute.
But yeah, they love her. They're getting closer now. Like Freya will do like nose to nose with them now and not get freaked out. So the dogs just want to say hello. They just want to, be friends. But she's obviously never seen dogs before, so it'll take her a little bit. But
Cable.
Oh.
she's very cute.
Cute AF.
But because she likes sitting on my shoulder, I bought her like a little backpack carrier rather than like a little plastic one, so I can take her around Cabot Chase with me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you go out with the dogs and leave her behind.
Exactly. Yeah. So and she loves being on my shoulder, so I just thought may as well get her a backpack carrier. But she's spoiled rotten already, isn't she, babe?
Right. I am back.
I
Good.
was just spamming cat pictures, sorry.
That's okay. Is everybody back?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Richard.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. So, how long are you going to travel for? It's about 6 p.m. now. How long are you going to travel for into the wood?
Are we, are we going to follow the river?
Can do.
If you remember when we said it, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, to get to the river and that bridge.
Got to head southeast to get to the river, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And the falls are going to be somewhere.
I mean, because I'm an elf here, I only need 4 hours rest, so I'm quite happy going up till midnight and beyond.
Oh, I missed my meditate, actually.
So, which direction are you heading out of the village?
It said west, didn't it? So is that west from our location? Western part of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
So we need to go west then, surely.
Yeah, it's like we need to head to the river. Is it a river or is it just a pond or a lake by the village?
By the village, it's they call it the Wolf's Blood Stream, but it's a small river. Ooh, what's going on?
Hey, we've all leveled up.
I've got to do a save for some reason.
It's because Deandra's cast light on you.
Oh, save me doing it.
That shouldn't need a save though, should it? It's only a cantrip.
Yeah.
You can use it as an aggressive action.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's no like roll dice for it. I failed. Sorry.
I think you only save if you don't want the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I just smile at you and thank you.
I will not
Okay. So
use more of my cantrips.
you're heading
the
west
river-
into the wood, are you? And you're travelling for how many hours?
I'm quite happy to travel for 4 until midnight.
I'll travel until everyone else stops. I'm quite happy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will travel until people.
I haven't got my
Complain.
meditate anymore, have I?
Well, it should be in your abilities under traits.
That's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Trance. You got trance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy to go until midnight. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Make it.
Or I just keep
we-
going until
Can we
they.
find something? We don't need to rest, do we? Because we haven't really used anything.
Whoa!
Holy shit! That's a big wood.
Oh, did it reveal the whole thing?
It did.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't have done.
I looked
I
away.
didn't see anything. Don't worry.
Still there.
Why the hell's that happened? Okay, I might as well reveal hide the mask completely then.
Look, the falls is to the east,
You know.
to the west.
I'm not scanning.
Okay. You make your way around the woods, and by midnight, you're still following the stream up through the wood. It's gentle gurgling. It seems to be getting a bit narrower as you head to the west. But other than rustling in the undergrowth and the odd core of a crow or raven, you don't actually see any wildlife.
I'll be bloody killed. That's why.
I'm kind of striding ahead a bit of the party and just.
I mean, it might partly be because one of you is shining a 30-foot radius bright light out into the darkness of the wood.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
are you going to make camp?
Don't
I'm
know.
happy to continue if everyone else wants to.
Why are you slow? Why are you slowing, I feel?
I'm not.
Sorry. Oh. I thought you were going slower.
What? No?
What's
Is it
happening?
something I don't know has happened?
No, because like you're only human, so you might be getting tired.
Yeah,
Whereas,
I am 28 years old. I could probably do a couple of,
Mhm.
how many festivals of people in their late 20s just stay up for 3 days
yeah.
partying?
Yeah, but
We got
you
you.
do get a couple of levels of exhaustion from doing that.
Got any speed?
Trying to find out which god
Yeah.
I worship.
Get some nice MDMA. Be sweet.
Chipping your nuts off.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're carrying on, yeah?
Jump on Drago's back.
Where do I find out which god I worship?
Who do you yeah.
Under notes.
No,
Hextor is who you worship.
thank you. So I was just
I'm
trying to
good.
familiarise myself with my character.
I'm just going to continue until I feel tired, which is probably about 2 in the morning.
Okay.
Unless
a little
anybody
further.
tells me otherwise.
You get a little further. You are starting to feel tired now, all of you, that you could rest. But you can press on if you wish.
I think we should stop.
Yes.
Sit on a rock or something next to the river.
Okay. You stop and make camp. Let's have a look at the party sheet in the order. So what's the watch order going to be?
We just do it as it is.
So
Is everyone happy with that?
Raphael first, then Drago, then Vol, then Deandra.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go for a little swim as well.
And are you settling down for a full rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my cape off and everyone can see like my tattoos and everything in its full glory, and it's the first time everyone's seen it all because I've been wearing the cape since.
Okay.
I mean, I'll share a picture, but I think everyone's already seen the big.
Yeah, what
cool
are these
picture.
tattoos? Have I seen them before?
Share my picture in Discord, but I think everyone's
Okay.
seen the full picture.
Keep going.
Okay.
2 seconds.
You settle down and you the night passes without any incident.
Oh,
Should continue.
yeah. Set off in the morning. Have a bite to eat for breakfast.
Yeah, if everyone could cross off a ration, please.
Yeah. Feed the crow some crumbs.
To grow some crumbs. Where's the rations? Inventory.
You travel alongside the gurgling brook alongside you, and now you're quite a way out from the town. You do start to spot signs of wildlife. The sound of woodpeckers in the distance, dippers dipping in and out of the stream. You can see some fat brown trout under the clear waters, under the shade of the far bank. But it's quite a pleasant, despite the size of the trees, it's like wandering through a vast cathedral in which the walls are made of this red wood.
It's lovely here.
Is it? No.
Okay,
Thank you, Bob.
it's so you travel until mid-afternoon to stop for some lunch or a bite to eat, and press on again, I guess.
I go. We've only got one ration each, so can we like possibly do some fishing along the way?
I have a ration if you need it.
Oh no, I don't need one. I'm just thinking. That's fine.
We have a ranger with us. We're not going to starve.
I'm just being precarious. It's fine. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot.
I do not hunt in the woods normally.
Okay. Where's the...
We need to find the glistening waterfall.
Okay, you continue on. And towards the end of the day, you see up ahead a small series of cascades gushing downhill, overlooked by an ancient foreboding willow tree. The rushing of the falls echoes around the clearing. Curiously, the place is devoid of other sounds, even the chirping of birds, as if even the animals dare not approach. There's an artist's impression.
I bet Cedric piss his pants.
Bully. I can't see anything yet. Oh, there we go. Oh, cute. Looks like a paint by numbers.
Oh,
It's better to clear up that too. I thought it would be bigger.
Yeah, the stream's relatively narrow here, but the waterfall does seem to glisten and catch the few beams of sunlight that are making it down through the trees, giving it a sort of pinkish orange glow.
Okay.
But yeah, at the top of the waterfall there's a large pool of water.
Now what?
I'll just look around the waterfall and see if does it catch the sun like a glistening waterfall should.
It does. You walk forwards and look at the water. Bear with me 1 second.
See how it catches the sun.
Make a perception check for me, please.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Make a... okay, this is going to be at disadvantage then. As you're looking at the waterfall, suddenly what appears to be 2 arms burst out of the water towards you.
Oh dear.
The movement, instinctively you jerk back, having spotted the movement early. What strikes you is that the arms are made of the water itself as it reaches out to grab you.
It's trying to hug me. It misses
Examining
me.
the waterfall. Cool dice.
No, I love them hippie dice. Scary.
The attacks.
Oh, it's not trying to hurt me, it's trying to kill me.
And with that, can we have an initiative roll, please?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's fragile. I told you she's fragile! Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Should I change my dice?
No, I like the black ones. They're like Grim Reaper-y.
Yeah, but I'm Grim Reaper-y. How'd you change your dice
Literally
again?
has a side
Yes.
and a black cape.
There's a dice
Ooh.
box in the top right.
Custom dice.
Right, so, has
need
everyone
to
rolled initiative?
No, I didn't. Can I roll mine?
Yes, you did.
Hey, you did. You rolled a 1.
Vol, you react to this water splashing out towards you. You can go first.
Okay. I am going to use as my bonus action. I'm going to use cunning action and use a disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And my
Okay.
move's gonna take me 30. That's a
Okay.
bonus on a move.
Yep.
Let's target this.
Target.
Target this little mother. That's bonus. I've used my bonus action, so I can't do the demarche on it, can I?
No, you only get one bonus.
Yeah. So I feel Drago. I'm going to hold my action until the party attacks it, and then when the party attacks it. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just going to shoot it. Sorry, I'm just going to shoot it.
This is our first combat with these characters. We can take a bit more time.
Yeah. Hang on. Ability. Okay, so I've got Dread Ambusher.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of your first turn, each of your combat, your walking speed is for 10 feet. If you take the attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action. You can attack hits, takes an extra. So I get one additional attack, and I get. Yeah, okay. I know what I mean. So I'm using Dread Ambusher from my dude. So this is the one. At the start of your first turn of each combat, your walking speed increases for 10 feet, which lasts until the end of that turn. If you take the attack action on that turn, you can make one additional attack weapon as part of that action. So I'll just do my normal attack. That hits, and it does that. That's my personal best. And then I take my additional attack from Dread Ambusher. Cool. And then if that hits, it's an extra D8 on top.
Okay.
And the extra D8 is an amazing one.
Okay. The rest of you see Val examining the water, which suddenly seems to explode around him. He ducks and rolls backwards and runs back and then fires several arrows at this form which emerges from the water. It's an amorphous form. The arrows smash into it and disappear somewhere behind it. You can't tell if it's been hurt or not by the impacts. Raphael.
Raphael leans across and places her hands on Drago's forearm and smiles up at him and says, "Have fun, dear," and casts protection of good and evil on him.
Okay.
There you go.
Sweet.
Ooh, what does that do?
Gives you protection against elementals. They get disadvantage and
They get disadvantage against you. You're also immune to being charmed, frightened, or possessed as well. Nice. Anything else? Any bonuses or anything else you wish to do?
no, that's it. I just need to mark the spell. Enough.
Drago, as Raphael lays her hand on your arm, you feel this. You feel your spirit emboldened.
What was the spell again?
Protection from good and evil.
I've got it myself, so I would be familiar with it.
Yeah, so you know what she's done for you. And it basically means that because it's an elemental, it will get disadvantage on attacks against you.
Okay.
She's the party buffer and healer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disadvantage is so cool. It means he doesn't have to lose an action.
Yep. Lasts for 10 minutes.
Charge is over.
Yep.
Unsheathing his massive glaive.
His massive what?
It's a glaive of polearm, is it?
It's a pole arm with a blade at each end, yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's like a staff with a big axe head at each end, basically.
His is unnaturally large.
Stop it.
And he mutters the word, Hextor, protect me with your hatred, as he walks over and casts Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Do I have to drag that onto myself?
Target
I do,
yourself.
don't I? Right, have I done it?
That's the...
I just dragged it onto the combat tracker.
Yeah, that's the concentration part you've dragged on. Hold on.
Oh.
I can do it this time, but what you normally do is target yourself and then click the effects button.
Okay, I don't play finger wagglers, so I don't know.
Excuse me.
That's okay, mate. There you go. There you go. That's added your armor class. So that's an action, is it? Your
Bonus, that is.
It is, yeah.
And I will take 2 mighty swings
Okay.
at said watery beast.
Can you tick off your first level spell slot, please?
No! Yes.
Paladins are awesome.
God damn it!
Oh no! First roll!
Here we go.
Come on, there I go.
Forget about that one.
He was just practicing. Wow, dude,
That's not bad.
yes. Good job.
I'd also like to. Is that as a.
You've moved, you've taken a bonus, and you've taken your action.
Yeah.
So I don't believe
I can
you do anything
expend
else.
1 spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target.
What ability is that?
Divine Smite.
Yeah, it doesn't take an action, so you can tick off 1 spell slot. It's 2d8 for a first level spell slot, or 3d8 for a second level spell slot.
I will use a second, please, and roll 3d8.
Okay,
That's a good roll.
nice. So that's 30. Okay. Your blade, you sweep the blade around your staff around your head, cutting into the strange creature with both blades as your glaive turns into a blurring wheel of death. The water sprays out from it, but the wounds are quickly swallowed back up into the maelstrom of the creature, which does seem to have shrunk slightly from the attack. Are you done, Drago?
I can channel divinity as well, I think, at the same time. But I'll do. That'll do. I think I can actually channel divinity as well at the same time.
Same thing.
It's different. That's my special.
Cool.
Which does the poison
Conjure
damage.
Duplicate is an action, and Poison Strike is a bonus.
Bonus. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done then. Thank you. I'm done.
Sweet.
But nice, good to know. Right.
Oh, moderati.
The
creature.
creature.
Swirl, blow my wad in the first combat.
Give me rest now.
What does you mean to continue?
It suddenly towers above you and crashes over you in a huge wave. Let me target you. You made your save. So you're not grappled. You're pushed out of its space backwards.
I can't see one.
Hold on. I just need to check whether you take any damage making the save. No, you don't take any damage from that because you made your save. So that's his first attack.
Party tank.
It's gonna slam you as well.
Oh,
Rude.
those dice.
It hits even with disadvantage. And your shield of faith disappears as the water slams down on top of you with surprising force, Drago. Your concentration is shattered for a moment, and your shield of faith disappears. Deandra.
Oh, that's me. I'm going to target the water elemental, and I will cast. I'm going to cast Soul Bolt,
Okay.
which is a cantrip. Excuse me. Good lord. And
Is that?
what?
Is it what?
You what, Dave?
Right.
Come on, speak up, Dave.
is it
yeah, okay.
proficient? Do you get proficiency plus your stat bonus or just proficiency?
I don't know.
No.
I've got +3. I don't know if it should be more. I don't know. Probably not.
I'm looking at the wrong
That's-
thing. Hold on.
That's that's the proficiency, isn't it? I don't think it is a cantrip, so is it?
Probably not.
I think cantrips it's not, but let me check. Soul Bolt is an action.
Sure is. Waste of
It
an
says a
action.
ranged spell attack, so it should do.
So I mean, it was a shit roll.
I mean, it wasn't a great roll. It was a 3.
No, it's terrible. that's
Hold on.
Ooh, I have bonus actions.
Hold on, please. I need to
Hold on.
change your attack. Should be your ability, which is your... What's your spellcasting ability? Is it charisma?
Wisdom,
Or wisdom?
maybe? I have the highest in wisdom.
Yes, it's wisdom.
Remember, it's a bit funky with the card table, wasn't it?
Yeah. So you would have got an extra +4 on top of that, which would have made it a 10, which I think still misses. Let me check.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, still misses, but good. It's
Okay,
fixed
that's
now.
Yeah, that's best to do it now. That's me.
Okay.
It's about as you mean to go on.
Okay, Vol.
Hey, seeing this thing, this creature. Oh, I won't call you friends, but I'm going to use Hunter's Mark
Okay.
and put Hunter's Mark on it to make my attempts.
Mm-hmm. Is there an effect
Got
on
it.
that?
Yeah, there's an effect button because I've got it targeted. Do I just click effect? Let's
just
see.
double
Should we see?
check. No.
So I just clicked it.
Right.
I just clicked the effect button after having the elemental targeted.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Right, I'm going to shoot it with my bow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, my bow.
God's sake.
Good rolls, guys.
That's it. I've
Okay.
got bonus. That was my spell was a bonus action. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Raphael. Please don't have a party wipe on the first party.
That's not going to happen whilst Raphael's around, mate.
Oh yeah.
Raphael smiles at everyone and envelops you with her warmth and kindness. and you feel emboldened. Casting, it's a skill. Emboldened Bond. You now have a free D4 to use on your turn. You can use it for an attack, a saving throw, an ability check, your choice, but you can only use it once per turn. And you roll D4 and add it to that roll.
Yeah, so that's to everyone.
That's to everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
D4, yeah.
Do that with. So you get a free D4 on your roll, and you can choose what you
That's
roll it on.
one D4, but it's free
One
to
D4.
use, not 3 D4, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you can use it on a save, an attack, anything you want.
Or an ability check, or whatever.
Okay, nice, mate.
Dankeschön.
Is that an action or a... It is an action.
That's an action, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast first level spell. Sanctuary on Deandra. There you go. What that means is if the creature attacks you, it has to make a wisdom saving throw, and if it fails it has to attack a different person. It can't attack you.
Cute.
Okay. If you can take that off, excellent. Liking it. This is a completely different dynamic.
Yeah, just a buff machine, man.
That skill's got to stick together.
Okay, you take the spell slot off. Fail. Excellent. You moving? Are you moving at all?
There we go. I need to tick off Emboldened Bond. Yeah, she's going to take a step back to here.
How come the creature's at disadvantage?
Because you've got protection from good and evil on you.
Oh, okay.
It's only at disadvantage against you at the moment.
Okay.
Well, I knew you'd be going toe to toe, so that's fine.
Okay, yeah. Oh, cool.
Drago, you're up.
Yeah, well, I think I'm just going to crack on.
You got a lightsaber over there.
No, but you do notice.
I'm just warming up at the moment.
You do notice, you find curious that although carrying a shield in one hand, Dragor is wielding a two-handed weapon in one hand with extreme ease.
Whoa! Impressive.
Not necessarily finding its mark,
Easy.
with incredible skill.
Noise.
Impressive.
Okay, you strike at the beast a couple of times, Drago, and the blade seems to cut through the water, but it doesn't affect the size of the creature.
I use my D4 on that last one, I think.
Yeah.
There we go.
16, that does hit, yes.
Right, okay, nice. And I'm gonna hit that little sucker with another. I'm gonna play my Wad Worrell style.
You're gonna smite it.
I'm gonna divine smite it. Is that first? It's first level, is it?
It depends. It depends. You can use either. It's 2d8 with the first level and 3d8 with the second level spell.
Yeah, I'll use second level.
Okay.
So have I done my initial damage? I haven't. Have I?
No.
Forsaken Blade.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. Plus 6, though.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, that's another good roll. Okay, as the blade enters the thing, enters the creature, you channel the energy, and there's this kind of explosion inside it as you pass your blade through the middle of it. Okay. Anything else, Drago?
Done, thank you.
Oh, it's recharged its whelm.
Uh-oh.
So it's gonna move over Drago and Deandra in a sudden wave. It moves over both of you.
Got to make a saving throw against Deandra.
Oh, yeah.
It's what? Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
Got-
Okay. Thank
Oh
you.
no, no, hang on. If it's an area effect spell, then it doesn't work.
It is an area effect, I'm afraid. It's not a spell either, but it is a save required.
It doesn't work.
God damn it.
It doesn't have to make a wisdom. It's only if she's attacked directly.
Okay. That would have been fun for you, Becky.
100%. It wouldn't have been too far for too much of a stretch, to be fair.
Right. Where are we? There you go. If you can make your saves.
Strength save. Oh.
Well, that is good.
Okay, so Deandra
Well,
is pushed out. Comes
That's
flying
cool.
backwards out of it, but you can't see Drago anywhere. He's been completely enveloped by the creature. He is grappled and restrained and is crushed. You're also unable to breathe, Drago. You're going to start drowning soon. We'll deal with that in a minute.
Oh my god.
I can do
I've got to do the damage.
Well, it's not bad. Could have been worse.
Okay.
No idea what these do.
Okay, that's it. Deandra, this thing washed over you and you were pushed out by the force of it as it came crashing down on you like a wave.
Okay. Oh god, I can't even touch him.
You still got a failed spell on you.
Yeah, you can use +4 at any point.
Yeah. I can't touch Drago from there, can I?
No, can't see him.
Didn't think so. Okay, I'm gonna use guiding bolt.
Okay.
Oh, that means. Hit.
With the +4.
Yep.
Oh. So is that 13?
Is it?
It is, yeah.
13, that should hit, surely.
Don't know. You haven't rolled a d4 yet.
Oh,
have you?
sorry. I do apologise.
13 plus.
It's a D4.
So that's 11. That misses.
Fuck me in the
Do you-
ass.
Does she not get the? Sorry.
Oh.
Again. Is that should
Yeah.
+3 and then the stat? Proficiency plus the stat. I don't know. So it's a ranged spell attack.
It is a
isn't it?
ranged spell
Maybe-
attack.
As long as you're not got the close combat.
Yeah, you're right again.
penalty.
I thought I'd been through and adjusted these. I do apologise.
Oh yeah, just
So
say
that would
+3, my
be an extra 4, which for the 11 would be 15. Would be a hit.
bad. Woohoo!
Yeah, isn't the water elemental rolling at disadvantage for that slam as well?
Thank you, Dave.
No, the slam wasn't an attack as such. You have to make a saving throw rather than
Okay.
it rolling to hit. The well.
What saving throw was it? Strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll my damage, please?
You can. I'm just checking if there's anything else on your spells that needs to be adjusted as well.
Well, that's fine. The
Anything with a ranged spell attack, I guess.
the first session's for, though, isn't it?
Aye.
No, not just
Who are
that.
you, Ali G?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so yes, you've hit it with your guiding bolt.
Sweet.
Oh, nice. Okay, you you summon up the power of the weave. You close your eyes and try and communicate with. Trying to remember the name of your.
I
Your
still have the power of
friend.
the weave.
Yeah,
Nimble.
just hold on.
Nimble.
Our little friend.
Yeah, what I've got to try. Sorry, I should have made a note
No,
of it.
you're fine.
Let me find it
apologising.
quickly.
Oh, man, we.
Carithlin. I
Bless
will
you.
remember this. You feel at the back of your mind Carithlin's presence, Deandra. And together you envisage both of you forcing energy out towards the creature. And there's a burst of light shoots out from your hands, blasting it back. For a moment, you can see Drago choking as the water clears, and then it washes back over him again. Okay.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I'm going to use... I get bonus actions this time, guys.
It's your first time you've ever had bonus actions.
Yeah. Where are we? Hang on. Healing spirit, please.
Okay, let me check if I need to adjust this. Sorry, because...
Let me just check if it's... Oh no, it's 6 feet ranged.
Right, healing spirit.
Oh, it might only be self. Let me check. Oh no, it's fine.
No, it's not.
You need to do the dragging the effect onto the water elemental for the guiding bolt to give advantage to the next attack as well. I don't know what you do with
1
it.
plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Okay, so I need to adjust that.
That's it. Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Hopefully, well, we'll see.
There we go. Okay.
Right, so I need to untarget Water Boy. Target Drago. I'm still targeting the water elemental. There we go.
Okay.
There we go, sorry, I was just... Oh, fucking hell. That's better than nothing.
Okay, Deandra waves her arms in the air. Her eyes seem to glow suddenly with a green light. Her hair begins to glisten with the turquoise colour of a coral sea. And a ghostly spirit, elven in form, an Alugak, an ancient ghostly spirit of an Alugak warrior rises from the river and points at the creature. And Drago, you feel some of your wounds begin to close up.
Why is my ass closing up?
Okay. Val.
Okay, I'm like, you're gonna like back away. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot with my bow. 20.
It's not very good healing for a level 2 spell.
So I hit.
No, but it's ranged and it can heal different people at different times.
True.
And also,
Okay.
does the spirit stay there for a while? I can't remember.
Oh, well, I got advantage, didn't I? Because you had the guiding light. So I will be able to do sneak attack on this if someone is within 5 foot, and I got advantage on it anyway. So because of the guiding light. So this plus. Oh, I didn't put the sneak attack onto him, did I? Oh.
Hold on. Right,
there's
so
a
the spirit
yeah.
is standing here. Anytime anyone moves into that green square, they can get healed
Oh, nice.
You're welcome.
by it. Right,
Sorry,
sorry, Val, what was that?
I should have dragged the sneak attack effect onto the. I just remembered I should have dragged the sneak attack effect onto the water elemental, but I forgot. Can I still have a sneak attack damage?
No, it's done it already. The 1d6, extra 1d6,
Oh, yeah.
it's done.
That was. Plus, I've got the hunter's mark still.
Ah,
so I've
was
got
that the
another
hunter's
D6.
mark?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So, shall I add roll my d6 and.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, an extra 3 onto that.
Well, it's this is half. Do you round up or down, Neil? Up, so it's 2.
What do you mean? Round what, up or down?
Damage rolls. So Dave rolled a 3, but it's
Yeah.
partially resisting.
Good point. Good point.
Oh no, so it's halving it. Yeah. No, you always round down in D&D. So it
that'll
did
be
1 damage. Yeah.
Okay, so not 16 seconds. Good point. I should remember the bloody sneak attack next time.
Okay. Are you done, Val?
Yeah. My bonus is done.
Okay, this creature is noticeably smaller than it was at the start of the fight. Raphael, you are up.
Okay. Right. She is going to cast 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
Choose any number of creatures within range. For the duration, each target has an advantage on Wisdom saving throws, Death saving throws, and regains maximum number of hit points from any healing.
Okay. What's the range on the spell?
30 foot. So that's Val, Drago, and that's everyone.
Hold on. What's the spell called again? Sorry.
Beacon of Hope.
A beacon of hope. Why are there new spells suddenly appearing here? What have I done? Okay. Beacon of Hope. Okay, I'm just checking. It's a new spell. I've not seen this one before.
Yeah, it's because we came prepared this time,
Yeah.
Games Master. We are not fucking about.
Okay, yeah, you can target them all and put the effect on.
She's a support machine, man.
You killed your last character.
What's happening?
I'm buffing like mad. So basically, that you give now will be for full. You don't have to roll it.
Oh, cool.
It automatically do it. So that's my action.
Mm-hmm.
And then as my bonus action, I'm casting Healing Word on Drago.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in my cube.
So he'll
Okay.
get the full amount.
Yeah.
For
So
him.
what's the full amount then from your healing word?
Well, it should do it automatically, I think. It says,
Don't think it does.
okay.
It's just
so,
down as a note. I don't think it automates that.
So it's 1d8 plus 3. Ranged. Oh, let me check the distance. Shit. 60 foot. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, my modifier, and I'm going to do it at 2nd level. So that's 16 back plus, that's 19 back.
19? Sorry. So, you're doing it at 2nd level, aren't you?
2d8
Yeah.
plus 3.
Nice. Okay.
Ha!
I look
Nice.
up boys and girls.
Next time, bring 2 elementals.
No.
Okay. Nice. Okay, Drago, despite struggling to breathe, all of a sudden, this great calmness, and you just picture in your mind for briefly this image of Raphael just smiling kindly at you appears, and you have renewed strength and vigour.
Wank, wank.
Anything else, Raphael?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Which one's a bone? Deandra or Raphael?
Right, Drago, you are currently about to start drowning. What's your constitution, please?
Massive. 16.
16, so your constitution bonus is what, plus 2, is it?
3, I think you'll find, Games Master. Would you like me to make a con saving throw?
No, not yet. I need to just check
You've
the
got your
rules
plus
quickly.
D4s, guys.
I used
Yes.
mine.
Go up.
You've got your plus
Last time.
D4s. No, Drago hasn't. He used his.
No, it's every turn. It's his turn again now, so he...
Every turn.
Every turn.
What?
You get plus
Oh, baby.
What ability was that?
He's like, I'm checking that.
What ability was that, Mark?
That is...
Beacon of Hope, wasn't it?
Bond.
No, it wasn't. It was Enduring Bond.
But this is bullshit.
Emboldening Bond. I just want to check it's not a concentration. I don't think it is.
My skills as a
yeah.
priest.
For 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
He's regretting these homebrews.
Yeah. Once a
Fucking
turn. Nice.
Yeah.
It's not homebrew. It's yeah.
I just hope Dave's taking notes that this is how you play a cleric.
Oh, burn! Wow.
Everybody life to kill Leak, everybody life to kill with Tiamat.
Wow.
I'm not taking the shit from killing the group 4 times or 3 times.
He's bound to give it back at some
Okay, so Rich, the rules are you can hold your breath for 4 minutes. But if you get hit then and take damage, you have to make a Constitution saving throw or lose a minute of that air supply.
It's alright, it's only going to take 2.
Liam, I've got a question, but I don't know how to whisper to you.
/W space. It's either DM or GM. I'm not sure.
GM.
I just message him in Discord.
Yeah, but I don't read that.
Yeah, GM.
And then just type straight after I put GM.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever Val did. Yeah.
Everyone's got.
Okay, Drago, you're up.
So, can I attack? Or I'm grappled and what? Restrained.
You are grappled and restrained. You can attack, but you're going to have disadvantage.
Okay.
Can you break free?
I'll have a look in a minute, Diandra. Maybe.
Thank you.
I am going to... Is it a verbal?
If it's a spell with a verbal component, you can cast it, but you use up all your remaining air.
If it says components V, does that mean verbal?
Yes.
Okay, I'll scratch that then. So I attack at disadvantage, do I?
Yes. It'll do it automatically.
Okay. Don't we have an advantage anyway because we've got protection from evil, so doesn't that cancel it out?
No, that's it attacking you. When it attacks you.
Okay. So well, it should do it then.
Yeah.
Oh!
Drop the 20.
That's a
You
bit
weren't
special.
targeting it. A 12 will miss. That was that. What were you trying to do? That wasn't even an attack roll.
Hang
It's just
on.
a D.
Don't forget you got your D4.
Hang on a minute.
You did have it. You
Have
did
I
have it.
got it targeted? Yeah. Right. Okay. I rolled a 12.
Yeah. What's your normal bonus to hit?
7.
Okay, then you hit. Nice.
Personal best.
Shit.
Why is it not adding your bonuses on?
It's weird.
What button are you using to attack?
Yeah, you're
Uh-oh.
not clicking the Forsaken Glaive because it's not coming up with Forsaken Glaive to roll to hit.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Anyway,
Do you
that
want me to reroll?
no, that
Hang on.
misses.
I'll use. So that would be 9.
That'd be 9,
I'm going to use my D4 because I may as well.
Okay, yeah,
That's
that
11.
misses as well.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay. Right, let me just try and quickly answer Deandra's question that she sent me.
I don't think so, but just at your leisure if you could have a look.
So that's Soul Bind, but you mentioned something else, and I can't see that anywhere.
Oh.
Is it Mirror of the? No.
It's a second level spell.
Ah, okay. Hold on.
I thought I had
Okay.
the bind one.
Yeah. Hold on, I see it. Just bear with me.
Forgotten how to play a tank.
Touch.
It's right at the target and the point where it is.
Because I'm sure you said I could have
Okay.
the...
So
the
no,
bind on
it doesn't. It wouldn't give him the ability to breathe underwater, but it would mean that on his turn as an action, he can teleport to where you put it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure I had the soul bind before, because I remember when we were rolling the character, you mentioned having it, and I don't see it.
Soul
Unless
bind's
it
an
is
ability.
Oh, okay.
Allows you
Have a
to
look.
create a connection with the creature.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. But that won't help you with.
That's fine. I'll have a look at it later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Anything else, Drago?
Sorry, guys.
No, what I should have done though is cast my divine smite on the button so it adds the damage on the party sheet. I forgot. I think I've got a button just for future reference.
Okay.
Do I just
Yeah.
click that effect? So if I was to click divine smite,
No, you've just put the effect on yourself now.
oh,
Playlist is very dramatic.
You have
No.
killed yourself.
So divine smites.
I seem to have all these buttons.
Yeah.
I've never played a spellcaster and I don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
I'm doing.
Don't just keep clicking them though,
Not
because
easy,
they
is
do
it?
different things. When you no, I'll tell you what to do next time you come round to it. Okay, but yes, you can use that to do it. Right. So are you done, Drago?
Yeah, yeah.
You gonna get to heal because of the.
Hold on.
I was already full.
You're not though.
No, he's just taken a load of damage from the grappling.
Oh yeah.
Second.
Probably healing your turn though, don't I?
It hasn't recharged its whelm. What was the ability called again, Diandra?
Healing spirit.
Healing Spirit.
I think
It's
that's
when
on
you
the-
walk into it. I'm not sure. Is it the start or the end of your turn, or?
When the spirit space
Moves
for the first
into
time.
it or starts
or-
its turn there. Yeah. So at the start of his turn, he had no damage to heal.
Okay, that's fine.
So this is the Water Elemental's turn.
So he'll get that.
He'll
at the
get
start.
that again at the start of his next turn if
Yeah,
he, if
so
he
yeah, the
survives that
1d6.
long. Yeah.
And don't forget it'll be full.
If he survives.
Rude.
Right. It's gonna slam you, Drago. Now it will get advantage because you're grappled. But it gets disadvantage because of the protection for good and evil. So it should just roll one dice.
One die. Yep.
Hey.
Oh, but what a roll. Yeah.
And another one.
What? Evil. Oh my god. 24, 26.
Oh well, guys.
It doesn't like you.
It really doesn't. Okay. Deandra.
Oh, he's on 16 hit points.
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it with my scythe.
Okay, you are standing next to it, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Reach. Do you have a reach from the side of it now?
Yeah, you might. Scythe might give you 10-foot reach. I need to.
Let me see. Doesn't say anything about reach.
No, it's a versatile and finesse weapon. Nothing about reach on it.
Oh, I don't know why it rolled so many. I do apologise. Take the first one.
So, yeah, you attacked twice.
Yeah,
because you had
two.
Drago
It must have
targeted as well.
bollocks. It must have lagged or something.
So, but you hit the elemental. So make sure you're only targeting the elemental before you do the damage.
Yes. Right, pressed it once, pressed it twice. Double. Is it double click? There we go. Pitiful damage. Partially resisted. Oh, of course it is. It's fucking water.
Mm.
Take that water!
Hitting it with your blade.
Yeah. Oh my god. Cat just scared me. there's no point in using that as a bonus because that's not going to do anything. That's it. That's all I can do. Thank you.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Bear with me 1 second.
Because I can use spiritual weapon, but that's melee attack, so that's just going to be resisted as well. Make it.
Is hurt.
Get off the cursor. Little madam.
How old is she?
She's going to be 5 months tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, little babby.
She's a baby.
Okay. Right. Bear with me 1 second. I've got a few things I need to do here.
Feel like you're in charge, Freya.
Right, Val.
Yep.
As you look to finish the fight, there's a shout.
Oh.
Riding into the clearing on the back of 2 huge elks are some figures, and with a core, the shadows of several huge winged beasts surround you. The figures shout out, "Drop your weapons! And we'll call our pet off!" Val, you're up.
Okay. Oh my god! Why me?
I mean, we're not going to take him on, aren't we? So you may as well sheath.
I do get the feeling I just want to shoot this thing.
You
Raven
shoot
beats
that
a
and we
hasty
all die.
retreat. Oh, my finger slipped!
Oh, no. What are you targeting, Val?
Oh, God.
Nothing.
How come that dropped off the target? Because it was a refresh.
Don't forget you can use your D4, Dave.
Yeah. And the D4.
Everybody needs to remember the D4.
What were you shooting at?
The water elemental.
Okay, yes, that'll hit.
What are you doing?
Okay.
We're going to die.
Which case?
Emboldening Bond is awesome.
That is cool. Dave's the reason that we have the party right this time.
So I'm looking for
Yeah,
that.
Dave's turn.
It's not Hunter's.
Tell me,
The Hunter's Mark should be on, so it should be this plus 2d6. Let's have a look.
Like pair druid next.
yeah,
No, I didn't.
Right.
It's not.
So, the first thing you
Follow
did was you put the effect on the water elemental.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to put it on yourself.
Oh, god damn it. I'm so bad.
So, hold on.
Okay. So it's. So I'm going to roll a Hunter's Mark and a sneak attack together, and then it's going to resist
Yeah.
this 2d6.
So that's 9, so that's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll spin around
Mm-hmm.
and just. Yeah. That's my go.
Okay.
Guard that giant elf behind. Eagle behind me.
Raphael, you see these eagles circling and these 2 figures riding out on the elk.
So they're on Giant Elk 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Druid 1 and Druid 1 and Druid 2. Okay. I'll move up to here
Mm-hmm.
and then just give me a second.
Okay.
He's preparing.
Party wipe. Party wipe.
No, I worked too hard on this damn character. I'm leaving you all to die.
Ugh, sorry about that.
Okay.
So I'll walk up to the edge there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll smile at both of them. I'll say, "Good morning."
Okay, is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what their reaction is to that.
Okay. The eagles are going to just circle around for the time being. Drago.
Wow. I'm consumed by the beast, so I don't really know
You
what's
can
going
try and
on.
break out, or you can attack it.
I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Make sure you target it.
I think I have.
No, you haven't.
Oh, I gotta do it every turn.
No.
Did it reset? It reset the map when the new things appeared. So
Oh, okay. I'm still at disadvantage, yeah?
Should be, yep. $14 hits.
Watching the dice roll on the screen.
Can they add that dick?
Nice.
what slipped?
Have a look.
Hmm? What was that, mate? Sorry?
An attack roll ability check, saving throw. No, so you can't add it to damage, the d4.
No. Okay. This thing suddenly crashes down to the ground, leaving you standing and staggering slightly from side to side. This pool of water around you. Drago.
Can I have my Haley points, please? From the aura.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so you get max healing. What is it from the aura?
Oh, I should have delayed my spell. Fuck.
This aura that Diandra cast, I think it was. What's the healing from it?
Oh, sorry. It's 1d6, I believe. Let me just quickly
Is it
check.
1d6 or is it 1d6 plus your modifier?
1d6. Oh, will you get off the screen?
Healing spirit, 1d6 plus 4.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
And puts a different angle on healing, doesn't it? That emboldened one.
That was cool.
1d6 plus 4, please. Deandra?
It maxes, doesn't it?
Roll it, mate. It's max.
It's max.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
So it's 10 back. Yeah.
10.
Thank you for the reminder.
And I will.
Okay. You notice the druids have ridden up now and the eagles circling.
And I will cast my lay on hands at max power and heal 25 hit points.
Wow.
Okay. Tick it off.
Nice.
I think I tick all 5 boxes.
You do,
now. It's
yeah.
5
Each
per
5.
level.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then he'll brush the water off him, plant his shield in the ground, and then rest his spear across his shield like the penitent knights in Diablo, ready for the next brushing off the wounds.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Rich. Rich.
Are you done?
I am done, sir.
Has to be a tickler.
The first druid looks and points at you. I said drop your weapons now. I will not warn you again.
Hold my hands up. I've got. Well, all my weapons are hanging at my belt. I've not got anything. Hold both my hands up.
I will
The,
shoulder my bow, seeing that I know I've got other means.
The
to...
second druid looks as though she's going to start casting a spell, but she doesn't unleash it yet. She is holding her action. The elk stomps nervously from side to side. Deandra, what are you doing with your scythe?
I'll just lay it to my side, just relaxed, and obviously it's a two-handed weapon. I can't really put it anywhere, but I will show no threat.
Okay. I'll just go on to the others, see what the others do. Fall.
I shoulder my bow, put it over my shoulder, like, you know, Took it over my back, so I've swung it.
Okay.
And put my hands out, palms down.
Raphael?
I said good morning.
Okay, it's your turn again. Are you doing anything?
I'm going to delay an action.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me tell you what that action is going to be. I'm going. Where's it gone? Fucking hell! Come on, Mark. Surely I don't need to put my glasses on. I'm going to queue up calm emotions.
Okay. And what's the trigger going to be?
If they attack us.
Okay. Okay. The eagles continue to circle. Trago, what are you doing?
So it's down to me, isn't it? Oh yeah. Do I kill the party? Yes. I'm afraid a blackguard does not relinquish his weapon.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are they asking us to do? Sheath our weapons?
No,
or
they
put
said
them down?
put them on the ground.
No. I'll sheath it, but it won't go on the ground. And we're not the ones showing hostility here.
Okay. Okay, you sheath your weapon.
Neil, sorry, when no, I said if they attack us.
Yeah.
If they attack us. Yeah.
I'll stay behind my shield though.
I'll change
Okay.
that now.
This druid hops down off the elk,
Mm-hmm.
walks to you, and holds out some green vines. Hold your hands out.
She's a
Fuck is she?
druid.
She's a druid.
she
She's
looked
quite
quite-
obviously going to tie your hands.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
She's wearing brown robes. Yeah.
these are the trouble-watching druids that have been stirring up all the trouble.
You can make a perception check for me.
Everybody's just waiting with bated breath.
Yeah. You notice that the druid she's wearing a wooden pendant around her neck with a strange design on it. So she says, hold out your hands. What are you doing?
I'm thinking I might try and intimidate her. Tell her to fuck off.
So what are you doing?
Which I've whispered to you.
Oh, God. I don't know. A blackguard does not relinquish his weapon. That's the law! It's the fucking law! It's the fucking law!
Okay, you've got 5 seconds to decide. Or moving on.
Alright, no, fuck it. I'll fucking just take a step back and resume my normal pose with my shield across my spear, and I'll try and intimidate her.
There we go, guys. I might play druid next time.
Okay.
I will not relinquish my weapon, druid, but I will engage in conversation.
A bit true to your character.
None of you know the history behind this weapon, so fuck this.
Fuck this shit.
Okay, one of them is casting a spell, Mark.
Was she intimidated?
You no. Well, it's not your turn yet. We'll find out on your turn.
Is it an aggressive spell?
You don't know, but she's casting a spell. I will allow you to trigger your ability if you wish. Because you said you were holding your...
Yeah, okay. I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
Right. Let me target them. I need my glasses. Right. Spells. Boom.
Right, so we need a 20-foot radius spear.
Does anyone recognise that talisman?
Right, where do you want the sphere placing?
There, I guess. Yeah, no, hang on. Bit south.
The one casting it is the one at the south.
Yeah, hang on. Can I move it? That's it, yeah, like that.
Okay.
'Cause it
It'll
catches
also get Drago, Deandra, and yourself.
hang on.
Oh no, each humanoid in the sphere must make a saving throw. A creature can choose to fail it if they wish.
Okay. So I just really need the 2 druids targeted because they're the only humanoids. Oh no.
No, Drago and Deandra as well.
I mean, just getting everybody to chill out would be quite
Yeah.
What it do?
It's like, hey dude, hey guys!
You
Sorry,
should,
man.
whoa.
You should get a wisdom. Did that come up? No.
I didn't get anything.
No.
What you like?
Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
shit.
That's alright.
Charisma.
Rich failed.
I didn't even make a roll.
You did. You've got your roll set to roll automatically in your options, Rich, for some reason.
Huh?
Well, that's cool.
Probably needs it.
Ooh.
Druid 1 failed.
Why do I always get really good saving?
Oh!
Right, so, Mark, you can have, there's one of 2 effects you can have.
I am going to choose them to be indifferent about creatures that they are hostile towards. So
Nice, mate.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I knew I travelled with this woman for a reason.
Okay, the druid who was about to cast a spell suddenly stops moving her arms about and looks across at her friend, who looks up at you, Drago. She's holding the vines in front of you, and then she kind of looks at you and she says, "Oh, what say we let these ones go?"
Can I give try and award Mark an inspiration for that? Because that was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, it was a spell. It's a level 2, so I need to tick off my spell slot. There we go.
What's if they've gone wrong?
Yeah. You can have take your inspiration as well. I fail for that.
Okay, thank you.
She looks at her, across at her friends. They're not doing anything. Let's leave these ones. And she lowers the vines in her hands. She looks back at you as she starts to walk back to her elk. These are deep root lands.
We understand. Have you seen our friend Mirren?
They look at each other.
A dwarf.
If you wish to talk about Mirren, you should come and speak to our leader, Eric Blackthorn.
We will come with you, but we will not disarm ourselves. We don't mean you any harm.
They go into a huddle and confer for a little while. Yeah.
My good friend here, Drago, he's a Black Knight. They never give up their weapons.
Oh, shit.
They look over at you. What's the duration, by the way, on calm emotions?
Point. Yeah, it runs out. Oh,
You're
shit.
in the middle of their camp.
Hell!
1 minute.
Like, God damn
1 minute.
Yeah, once we're walking with them and we're chatting.
They've gone, haven't they? They've disappeared.
Or did they go?
No, I took them off the map. That's off the combat track.
Yeah, instead of 2 druids and a few bloody animals, it'd be like 10.
We must find Merrin. They know.
Maybe we can broker some sort of peace also. Get rid of these stupid nobles out of your woods.
They look up. Eric might be interested in that.
Oh, we don't like them in the town either. Maybe we can come to some sort of agreement. I have a way with words, and I put my head on one side and just smile really sweetly at them.
They look at
Cedric
each
was
other.
stupid.
Very well. You may follow us, but keep your weapons sheathed.
Of course we will. I look round at the rest of the party and nod.
Okay.
Let's go. Dave's not getting any younger.
Spokesperson for the worst fucking crew in the world.
Okay. Wow. Okay, what time do people want to play till tonight? Do you want to leave it there, or do you want to play for a little bit longer?
I'm easy. I can play longer if need be.
Easy. Just,
I'm happy to go for a bit.
Yeah.
work tomorrow, or
No.
No, I'm off.
Follow us then, but make no hostile moves.
We will not. It's too
One of them
beautiful.
looks up at the eagles flying above and gestures at them, and the eagles kind of fall into a line and follow you as they lead you south away from the river and the waterfall into the deeper woods. They tell you as you're walking that their names are Anith and Kara, and that they are part of the Deep Root Ring of Druids.
Well, I must say, you're all very impressive.
It takes a good... Ooh. Get the right
Grabbing a
thing.
drink.
I think I'm good. Can I take a bio?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a bio.
take a quick
I'm gonna
bio
take
break,
a
yeah.
as well.
Just
Good
need a
point.
drink. Thank you.
I'll have one as well, please, babe. I need a wee as well. Thanks, baby.
I'm back.
So I think we're still waiting for Dave and Becky.
Yeah, whereas. She's just a buff machine. I love it.
Fucking awesome.
She's got like one attack spell. The rest, just every single spell is party buff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Who are we waiting for? Just waiting for Becky, are we?
I'll go and grab a drink then. That's the way it's only grabbing a can. Won't be a sec.
Hello, Fanta.
You alright?
Interesting new abilities and things in the fights.
Right, I'm back, sorry.
Okay, Mark's just disappeared now.
Oh. Well, I had to do rich drink, then I had to go for a wee, then I had to feed the kittens, so...
That's okay.
Mm.
No rush.
I love that. Finish off the water elemental, fully heals up, and then takes a stance for the next engagement.
Thou shall not pass.
It's warm in the house with all the windows closed. Did you see the pictures I posted, Neil, of Freya on the keyboard, on the...
I haven't had a chance to look yet. I'll have a look in a little while.
Yeah.
Let's have a-
Darling.
Right.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So they lead you. The druids lead you through the red bark wood. There's no paths that you can see, but they seem to know unerringly where they're going. They don't make a lot of conversation. They smile politely and whisper together from time to time. You're followed all the way by the eagles soaring overhead. And eventually they lead you towards a low hill. You can see the ground beginning to rise up. And then it rises up to a point where a cliff stands before you. And built into the hillside cliff is a hefty oak door with heavy iron handles. Around the doorway are stones engraved with flowing symbols. A spattering of lichen and moss has grown over the wooden stone. But the handles appear recently used. There's an ancient script written over the top of the doorway, and unless any of you can speak Druidic or Sylvan, you can't see what it says.
Yeah, I think.
Wait.
That's right.
No.
Don't you get
No, I think it's
advantage on
that one.
Druidic, Trey? One of them walks forwards and pushes the doors open. Inside, you can make out a cavern, a natural cavern, which is lit by natural light that filters down from small holes in the cave roof. But the light seems to catch on tiny floating seeds that drift down to the floor like snowflakes. There's a circle of standing stones within, and they glow softly with a magical light. She turns to look at you. Welcome to Undergarden. And she turns and walks inside.
Afriel's just looking round in wonder. Like, oh, wow. This is beautiful.
The other druid gestures for you to enter.
Enter, yeah. Just follow their lead at the minute. Well, I am. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, moving on.
The seeds, as you enter, seem to settle on you, and the glowing light from the pulsing light from the standing stones seems to imbue the seeds, so that you are covered with a slight glow.
Just what is happening? What are these seeds?
It's beautiful, Val.
It is
Yes.
a gift of the Undergarden.
What kind of gift? They are strange.
And we are very grateful. You're a kind host.
The other druid gestures for you to follow, Drago. Please, follow me. And she leads you off towards a tunnel to the northeast.
What are the chances of them not letting us leave once we enter?
Ba-da-boom.
Val is moved.
Very good.
Hmm? Yeah.
Are you entering?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just go with that.
Is Merrin here?
Okay, the other druid walks in and shuts the door behind her.
Locks it. Get him!
Please, this way.
Follow her, yeah. Oh, come on,
Oh.
Mike. That's how you do that.
I will follow him.
Why can't I
Ooh,
click
that's
on...
spooky.
Whee!
Weak.
Glowy, glowy.
Are
Really?
the rest of you moving up as well?
Can I
Yeah.
try an insight check on the druid who's leading us off?
Yeah,
What kind of vibes am I getting off her? Is
make an insight check.
she leading us to a death? Or
She seems at peace with her place in the world. She doesn't seem concerned.
The calm emotion wears off.
Well, the calm emotion wore off a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she seems very comfortable. She doesn't seem concerned at all.
yeah. Mm.
She leads you into a chamber where a dull green glow emanates from arcane sigils carved into the stone floor of the cavern. The light illuminates a pair of wooden statues, which, whilst clearly ancient, remain untouched by the ravages of time. These guardians are phenomenally beautiful, depicting glorious fey warriors. The northern wall of the cave is painted with a huge mural depicting a hand reaching down from above.
Ooh.
It's the green hand! Oh my god! Ooh! Oh, sorry.
Nice.
This is what I was doing earlier when I was worried that Rich wasn't muted.
And then from the shadows in the room, another druid steps forwards.
Creepier than I thought it would be.
And a huge form shuffles into the light.
Ooh.
The druid comes
Oh.
forwards and whispers. And turns to face you.
Supposed to be red on the
Aneth here tells me that you are here to see Eric.
We're after our friends. What, I can never remember her name. Miriam?
Merrin.
Mirren.
Mirrin.
Mirren.
Mirrin.
We will
We're here.
summon Archdruid Blackthorn here to speak with you.
Oh, I mean, don't go to any trouble. That's so kind of you. You've been most gracious host.
She smiles slightly. Archdruid Blackthorn is closer to the woods than he is to humanoids. He is slow to anger, but once his ire is raised, his strength can break rock like the roots of a tree.
I get it.
Kind of do a little cheeky nudge and a wink and say, I better not make him angry then.
Okay, just bear with me 1 second.
You haven't got that little voice in your head, do you, that tells you...
She turns and kneels before the centre of the glowing stones and begins to mutter in a language which none of you understand, even Drago. There seems to be a shimmering and a haze in the air, and after a moment it clarifies into a humanoid shape standing in the centre of the circle.
Oh, I get it. Blackthorn. That's clever.
A man, or so it seems, but his appearance is anything but man-like. His skin is milky and translucent with a green tinge. His body a patchwork of aged human flesh and vegetative grafts from different plants where the mortal flesh has failed him. Twisting vines rupture his skin as they wind around his limbs, and he has a great beard of winding roots, and a pair of antler-like branches extend from the sides of his head. He blinks slowly and turns his head. As he turns his head, he moves with a slightly juddery motion, almost like he's a stop-motion puppet. Kind of jerks slightly from position to position as he looks at you. Why have I been summoned? The druid steps forward and whispers to him. Step forward, those who would speak with me.
Oh, cool.
Do we know his last name, or have they just referred to him as
They
Eric?
they refer to him as Eric Blackthorn.
Great Druid, your colleagues brought us here because we were seeking someone in the woods, and we want to show you respect, and wondered if you could possibly help us with knowledge. Her name is Miriam. She's a dwarf.
I know this dwarf of which you speak. She trespassed in our lands by the glistening waterfall and was found drinking from its sacred waters. She has been imprisoned in the Undergarden as punishment for her crime.
Oh goodness, is there anything we can do to make it better? Maybe we didn't know.
Ignorance is no defense. The hunters from your human towns come into our woods. They slay the beasts. They cut the trees. They burn the branches.
She's nodding empathetic.
They hammer. They saw. They cut. They skin. They disembowel. And they give nothing in return.
Well,
Can you make a perception check, please, Raphael?
yeah.
Okay. You notice that as he speaks, and he has this strange kind of jerky movement, like an old wood puppet.
Yeah.
That's a pendant swings around his neck, but it's different from the pendants that the other druids wear.
Ooh,
That's a creepy pendant.
the green hand. Well, I don't know anything about them.
You'd think I'd know something about them.
The day will come when the citizens of your so-called civilized lands will pay the price for their impropriety, for their slaughter, for their wanton destruction. If you wish to speak with the dwarf, you are welcome to visit her in the Undergarden.
Maybe there's something about all these people coming into your woods.
Something will be done about them.
Maybe it's arrogance to think that these woods are yours alone and not to be shared.
The woods are not ours. We protect them. We do not own them. We do not take from them. Humankind will pay the price, and the time of that payment is not far off.
What does that mean?
Surely education is always better than being lured by such dark thoughts, great druid.
You make a persuasion check for me, please, Raphael.
I can indeed, and I have it proficient.
Flashing a bit of leg.
I see that you have a good heart. A naive heart, but a good heart.
Smile sweetly at him.
If you can assure me that the humans will not trespass in our lands again, that they will leave the woods west of Thurl alone, that they will not come in to hunt, then we shall have a truce, and we will not attack the hunters and the woodsmen anymore.
You have my word that I will try my best.
He nods in the strange jerky motion.
I bow deeply before him.
If you wish to see the dwarf Mirren, you have my permission to pass into the Undergarden.
You are most gracious. How do we get there?
He turns with a jerky motion and begins to walk slowly. He's jerking like he's a wooden string puppet that's being moved by unseen hands. But he moves to the doors at the far end of the chamber and pushes them open. This way. Follow me.
Thank you.
What did he say? That the humans will soon pay?
Yeah, he's talking about all the shit, isn't he? That's coming for the coast.
Yeah, well, I've heard a tyrant talk like that before.
We must talk to Mirren.
He stands and jerkily turns and looks at you as though waiting for you to follow.
Follow him, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, I still have the picture up.
Yeah, there you go.
He leads. Yeah. He leads you down a short corridor and opens a door at the far end and steps inside.
Following him.
Moving.
You enter into a magnificently architectured room, the stone carved in such a way that it appears fluid, forming archways from a vaulted ceiling. It's almost like standing in the middle of a waterfall that's been frozen in stone. And at the far end of the chamber is an incredible circular wooden door, which has been carved to represent the stern face of a treant. That door will take you to the Undergarden.
As soon as we've spoken to the dwarf, are we permitted to take her with us?
If you can.
I nod and put my hands together, kind of in a prayer, thanking motion.
Mm-hmm. The rest of it. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the rest of you had moved.
Yeah, I was just going to move down, but I didn't want to interrupt your description. That's cool.
I'll move everybody in. Assuming I'm going to move everyone in unless you tell me different.
Yeah, nice one, thanks. Gonna be AFK like 15 seconds.
Oh, sorry, drag it. Okay.
Looks like Aslan.
Does a bit, doesn't it? It's a good picture though.
Aslan meets a green man. What have you done? That giggle was only mischievous. Where are we? Where have you put it?
I don't know, where have I put it? Oh, that's in chat to Neil.
I was going to say I've got it.
Impressive door.
You just spamming Neil with shit.
I can't see any of it at the moment.
I want to ask Eric, what do you mean if we can? Will you stop us?
We will not stop you.
What will stop us?
I give you my word. As you have given me your word, you will stop the hunters trespassing on our lands.
Seems
He moves to the door, and with his back to you, so you can't quite see what he's doing, he does something to a mechanism on either side of the door, and the door swings open.
It's going to be the pendant,
As it swings open, the smell of flowering plants wafts towards you. Beyond is a stone staircase made of huge flagstones, between which vibrant toadstools sprout. Tarnished silver banisters lead along the walls, guiding you downwards, seemingly into the womb of the earth. He stands there and with one hand gestures. This is the way to the Undergarden.
nodding thanks and go past him. Smiling at him as I go past.
Okay.
And you say we are free to leave.
I will not stop you leaving.
Now
I
would be a time
sense,
to use that truth thing.
I sense there is something in there which may stop us leaving. Is this not true?
I do not know all the secrets of the Undergarden.
I guess we'll find out.
Skip merrily on the way.
Okay. Raphael heads down the stairs. Is everybody else following?
I'll blindly trust.
Well, we can't open the door anyway, so from the outside, let alone inside.
Stop it, Eric. Turn around to look at him. What is down there?
Wonders.
What kind of wonders?
I envy you, laying your eyes on the Undergarden.
I'm getting Aladdin flashback.
Come on, guys. I'm excited now.
Fine.
Okay. Is everybody heading down?
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make sure she doesn't get herself fucking killed.
You slowly descend the staircase, glancing back to see Eric Blackthorne smiling at you as you head down. And you notice ivy growing up the banisters and grass beginning to sprout and fill all the cracks in the ancient stonework. It takes a while, but by the time you reach the bottom of the stairs, the whole construction has evolved into a verdant foliage-covered platform with a green carpet of plump moss beneath your feet. Ahead of you, the stairway opens out into a glade seemingly filled with blossoming trees and tall grass which sways in the warm breeze. Somehow, sunshine beats down upon the glade, warming the wings of the butterflies that flit joyfully through the perfumed air. And as you step out, stretching into the distance is the wonder of the Undergarden. An enormous subterranean cavern. You can see stalactites on the ceiling, hundreds and hundreds of feet above you. But stretched out before you, a cornucopia of spectacular wildlife. Tall trees covered in vines and climbing roses tower around you. Verdant fronds swaying in the gentle breeze, pollen fills the air, and the scent of growth and life permeates throughout. And then you see, at the foot of the stone steps, a wooden arch engraved with the words, "Let the game begin." And as you turn round questioningly, you notice that the stairs you descended have disappeared. And we'll
Right.
leave the session there, and
Here
you
we
all
go.
level up to level 6.